Yep.
Hello, everyone. Yeah. Sounds I was making before we started. Welcome back to my game. Hello, I'm back. Surprise. So we are on the second
I was
episode.
dead.
You thought I was dead, and I was not. Sorry, I am in a mood tonight, so y'all have fun with that.
Is it like a kill your players mood or like a let's have a fun time kind of mood? Both are terrifying aspects.
We'll find out on this episode of... No, I'm joking. So a few announcements, our usual shindig. So we have our amazing artists that we always want to thank. They are Shabs. We're going to drop everything below, so I'm not going to try and spell things because I will fail horribly. So we're going to drop all their stuff below. I mean, killing players is a fun mood, but you don't need to tell them that. So we have Shabs, we have Maki Okuda, Carly, and ACNH Escape, aka Sam, that all do our phenomenal art. Definitely check out the chat where we drop their handles and where to find them. Please go support artists because they are phenomenal human beings, and I mean, we would not look as amazing as we do without these really cool kids.
Look at all the bits that we have. We got these.
Yeah, but like I'm just going to go like this. Like, look at all that. It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
They never told us who we had to thank for the Awfully Queer Hero logo.
Right?
I would
we
just
should
say thank you to everyone at Awfully Queer Hero for just
that's
existing.
our other big thanks to
Yeah.
Awfully Queer Hero for letting us hijack their Twitch channel. I'm just trying to light a friggin' candle that smells like a tavern. Cheese and crackers.
No, that's not allowed.
So, like, sawdust, peanuts.
It smells like leather and whiskey.
Okay.
Something else. So thank you to Awfully Queer Heroes who give us this amazing opportunity to create stories and have fun with our friends. We would not be doing this without you guys letting us hijack your channels on Saturday. So definitely give them a follow. If you like what you see, definitely come back on Saturdays where Sid and I trade on and off on whose story it is.
We do. I had a panic attack about 2 hours ago thinking I was streaming this night and was like, I didn't prep anything. No.
Yesterday I was like laying in bed. I'm like, I'm really excited for D&D. Oh God, I'm the dim.
Also, stream. You've also noticed that my closet's been slowly opening, right? That's not just me, because I'm freaking out about it. It was closed earlier.
I have not, so don't die. And then also, we do have our own Twitch channel that we stream on Sundays. As of right now, it's Aldrich Academy, but I think we are going to be maybe changing names sooner rather than later.
Yeah, there'll be some changes, but, like, nothing big.
Nothing big. My vote is the Rainbow Rollers or Roll the They.
Yeah.
No one likes my option of the Blood Pact, so...
I said Todd. We're just Todd now.
New channel name, Todd.
So definitely hop over to Aldrich Academy and give us a follow and check out our games on Sundays at 6 o'clock, 6:30 Central.
Yeah.
Because I live
Members of Dungeons and Dragons, Todd.
Blood Pact. That sounds so intimidating.
Thembos of Dungeons and Dragons.
I like it.
Or we just do Dungeons and Thimbos. Thimbos and Dragons! Thank you
Also,
for
Sin,
coming
I am keeping
system.
people in my closet. There's about 6 stuffed animals in there.
What is...
I'm trying to get out.
We're all the mood. So anything else?
I keep seeing the door moving.
Yeah, it's opening, and I don't know what I might have to turn my cam off for a hot second to see what it is.
Keep doing it, because I'm going to shove more pork chop in my mouth real quick. Ow.
We're totally professional here.
Okay, in my defense, I literally get home from work and have to jump on, so...
So valid. Okay. We totally don't have skeletons in closet.
Don't worry about what's in my closet.
Because you go to work consistently and gender identity crisis 2 minutes before stream.
Yeah,
Okay.
I have Jeff Goldblum.
I figured out what was up with my closet.
Mm-hmm.
Was it the person you keep there?
Yes. There was the person I keep... No, my jacket fell. It, like, fell off the hook that it hangs on and was just slowly pushing the closet open with its weight. I was like, that's terrifying.
Jeff Goldblum watches a stream.
Nice.
So we've been
Let's
hanging out here.
do this.
All right.
Is that
so-
announcements? We good?
So, if we have nothing else to talk about, this episode of Zimbos and Dragons, we'll go ahead and start with episode 2 of The Fall of Pilion. Yeah. So where we left off, 3 unsuspecting heroes from our world were had some strange dreams and then were transported to a gate and then subsequently pulled into the gate that led them to this weird kind of fantastical world where their bodies changed. Some of them got some power, some of them got some, not a little bit of anger issue, but not really, just some confidence, some solid confidence to beat some shit up. Some of them turned into dragons, where they met a tiefling woman named Zalia, and then also a... Why are you making that face, Izzy? I can't do this if you're making this face at me.
Because Hectic's busy up there trying to be hot boy, and it's killing me.
Tactic is always hot boy.
I've just been dying because you said our bodies are changing. My brain went, sometimes your body's gonna go through changes, kids.
Sometimes
Tell
your bodies
Hectic
go
to
through
stop giving me
changes.
the dog that makes people pregnant.
All right, well, this is the show. Thanks for coming in,
I guess,
guys.
yeah, the stream's over.
Have a great night. No, so you guys met a purple tiefling woman named Zalia, who is a cleric of the world. You also met a very mysterious masked person who says they're from your world, but you don't know much else than that about them. You found out that the town was plagued by some fiendish creatures that you later discovered were hellhounds. You kicked Dim Hellhound's ass, but you still don't quite know what's been plaguing the town with sickness. As you all kind of went to bed at night, most of you maybe been uneasy because you don't know where you are, but one of you had a strange dream that we'll see where that actually leads us, about another gateway and a disembodied voice telling that they're like, welcome back, and like, we have work to
Which
do.
one of us was that?
You.
That was you.
That was you.
That was you.
So, surprise! Do I need to go over your dream again? If I have to go over it again, it's gonna be 10 times worse.
Okay, we're good. We're good. We're
I
good.
think you should
Uh-huh.
go over it and make it hard.
Cool. So after a somewhat probably unfitful night of rest for most of you, some of you because you're far away from home with no clue possibly how to get back, and some of you because there are some weird ass dreams you don't apparently remember, you find yourselves all awake in the tavern, the Drunken Spoon.
Oh wait, did we get? We took a long
You
rest.
took a long rest. I just rolled a natural 20 on my test dice, so we'll see how that goes for all of you.
We don't.
Oh,
Go use your
the
unlucky
fuck.
dice. That's the rule.
Oh, I have to use my unlucky dice. Is that the roll?
Whenever someone
Yep.
is DMing for me, yes. Like, I don't want that.
All right.
we
so,
reject that energy
we
here.
reject that energy. So you guys all wake up in your rooms by yourselves. What would you like to do? It's early morning. You hear the soft twitter of birds spreading gossip and spilling tea.
When I wake up.
Yep.
Is there any kind of mirror around my room?
I mean, there's not particularly a mirror like you're used to. There is kind of a like shined up, like very shiny piece of metal that
Ugh.
gives you an okay reflection. But it's kind of like if you look at your reflection in a spoon.
I'm
You
going
see-
to
Yep.
messily part the hair,
Okay.
get ready, get up.
You do. It's
I'm not
it's,
parting my hair like that because it looked gross.
It's a little tough. I mean, you have I mean, not only but like you have a lot of hair, but also I mean, you have kind of fur in a weird way.
I can't tell like where the fur ends and the hair begins almost, and I'm just kind of grasping at it, kind of just tugging it down, and after a while I'm just like, I would give anything to have my vanity back.
You still
Like,
got
go
it.
down
through.
and search for some food.
All right, you head down down into the tavern itself. How about our other two friends? What are you guys doing?
Luke, I woke up assuming that this was like a normal. I just wake up like, oh, it's weird shifts, weird dream. Looks at hand. Not a dream. Okay, that's great. Nope, it's fine. Remember, this is real. This is your life now. You're wet for some reason.
You notice your pillow is definitely a little damp. Like your sheets are also a little damp. And I mean, you would think it'd be very uncomfortable, but like it's not very uncomfortable to you. You're like, all right.
I hate this so much, and I'm just gonna reach over to the side, like where there would be a bed stand, and like blindly grope, and I'm like, I don't. Fuck, that's right. Okay, I don't. This is a fantasy world where magic is real, but anxiety meds aren't. All right, let's go downstairs.
Okay, you also go down.
I'm getting out around the same time as they are.
Okay.
If I have my door open and I look through my door to their room, can I see that their sheets are wet?
Make a perception check.
Why? Why do you hate?
Call them a bedwetter.
I'm gonna scream.
Oh, can you see? I'm trying to make it so you can see my.
Oh, that's a 24.
Yeah, so you look over, and it says 0 NPC harassed so
I
far.
noticed.
You look over across to Luke's room, and you do see where the line of where dry bedding is, and then wet bedding. So it seems like
does
there's
it actually look like their form?
It kind of looks like a bigger version of their form.
Wow.
But yes, you definitely do see. You see, like, just in front of you, kind of halfway down the stairs, is Harmonia, with like her hair kind of like done up the best she could, kind of like zhuzh it. That is a technical term. And then, I mean, Luke still looks a little bewildered, having woken up.
Just wide-eyed. Like...
Are you in your SpongeBob PJs, or have you changed into your regular clothes? Okay.
I wore whatever we bought at the because you have to buy undervestments for like heavy armor, so I just slept in those.
Okay. I just want to see if you're in your...
I'm not wearing my SpongeBob pajamas because I would if Reyes wasn't here, but Reyes is gonna make it weird. So.
That's right. Yeah. That's right.
Reyes would definitely make it weird.
Bob, I have an uncle who wet the bed until they were 13. It's usually an underlying problem to something else.
Did I hear that right?
I didn't. What?
I mean, you would hear it.
I'm dripping wet. I just keep soaking through like my arms. Like I'm just pouring
that
water.
Seems like a condition. Maybe you should get it checked out.
Yeah, there is a medical condition about that, but I've never. Oh my god! I think it's because of these.
You do now. I think it might be hereditary. Just way later down the gene pool.
It's actually not a genetic disease. It's usually. All right,
Shh. It's too fucking early for this. It's not.
Tried putting your head in water yet?
I don't want to know what that is. I haven't, and I'm so scared. I think I can breathe water.
Well, water is dunking him. Dibs on dunking you.
Please don't. I'm pretty sure I can breathe water. Why else would I have these?
Yeah.
And I'm just like touching my gills.
Then what's the problem with dunking you in water?
I don't want to breathe water. What if I don't know how to turn it off? And then I can only breathe water.
Oh, that does sound.
I have to ask: are you guys walking and talking, or are you just all
no?
like,
We're all
in the
standing
hallway?
in the middle of the hallway.
Okay,
I was assuming we'd stand.
Yeah.
Go on, check. Keep going.
No, I
you.
I don't.
Hey, worst comes to worst, you know what we could do?
No, please don't.
We could just, fit you with a bowl of water on top of your head.
I don't need a fish bowl. Let's just...
Consider it.
How's the fur doing?
Because I really want to dunk you.
How's your fur doing? Is it puffy? Are you able to, organize it? It's not fun, right? When your body changes all weird and it's confusing.
Mine remains the same.
Yeah, well, I don't know what's going on with you.
That's my exit.
I just go back to feeling the fur.
Yeah, it's weird, right?
And then I just rub it on your face.
Your hand's damp, I'm assuming.
Probably.
Yep, you come back a little damp.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's constantly, all the time.
No, it's...
And
Oh,
it's not like it's sweat either. It's genuinely just water.
Oh,
It's like
God,
fresh
God.
water.
I hate that. I hate that. I hate that. I hate that.
Yeah, how do you think I feel? It's fine. I'm just...
I don't know what this campaign is.
I don't either. I don't know what we're doing.
You feel with these.
I'm just, you know, as a DM, I let you guys explore the world at your own pace, but who knows what's happening when you're not moving.
Oh no.
I'm downstairs already.
Oh. I'm still just making fun of you. I'm sorry.
I mean, I'm like edging towards the door, trying really hard to just get out of here.
So, Reyes, as you get downstairs, there are a few more people than were in, like, the other day. The other day you guys came in, there's like one guy passed out on like a table. So that person's gone. You see, like, at one table it looks like there might be kind of a like dark brown, kind of black striped tabaxi, as you would know that they're called, sitting next to a dwarf with you don't really know if it's a male or female because both grow beards, and this one has a long braided beard and like long hair that's kind of like in a couple of different braids, like two separate braids down their back. Both in kind of like simple, looks like maybe farming clothes or just like work clothes, not armored up or anything. Looking at the bar, you see Sir, the hyena, Noel, and then you hear a bunch of like banging of pots and pans through the door that's next to the bar. There is smell. It is not quite pleasant. It smells like some burnt food, but it's there.
I'll walk up to the bar and I will sit down.
Okay,
So,
sir.
Any news on? Has there been any changes with the illness since we've been asleep?
Right. Can't say that it has. Well, I haven't seen Zolia yet today. She should be in a bit. She went to go check. So hopefully not.
No. Do you have anything edible?
Edible, yes. Good might be a whole nother thing.
Well, I'll take the first thing you can make that will taste as pleasant as possible.
Right. That means I'm gonna make it. Don't tell Fel I said that. What you just anything?
Anything. Breakfast preferred.
Right. Your companions, they coming down?
After they're done feeling up their bodies, I'm sure they'll be fine.
You say that and he just kind of looks at you for a moment and nods slowly and just kind of like turns towards the door, unsure of how to answer, like to respond to something like that, and goes back into the kitchen. And when you walk in, you realize the door like swings shut. You kind of hear like a, "Oi, what are you doing back here?" And start kind of like mumbling something back, and then just a slew of curses that follow. So you're getting food made.
I would assume we come down eventually afterwards.
I've edged my way around Harmonia.
After I shake off the fur like a fucking dog.
Done feeling yourselves up?
You're funny.
Thank you.
I mean,
I'm still serious about dunking you.
Please don't. Please.
Very quickly, you see you saw her very briefly yesterday. A half-elf woman with like long brunette hair. She didn't really say anything to you, but she kind of walks out with two bowls that are steaming hot and walks to the table with the dwarf and the tabaxi. And she puts them down. She's like, "All right, here's your food. Hope you enjoy it. Thanks for coming in. If you need anything, let me know." And then she kind of goes back to the kitchen. I'm waiting for my cat to jump me. I'm really scared.
They're gonna hear a voice and go, "I'm mad."
It's fine. Listen, you just can't be any more old men.
No
Don't be
old
an
men. All right, hold on. I have to write out some characters real quick.
Wait,
So-
didn't we harass the old man?
No, you didn't harass the old man. You were actually
Damn it.
to him.
We haven't
Damn
harassed anyone yet. We gotta start
No one in this
harassing.
campaign's been harassed.
Listen, that's my job. As an influencer, it's my job.
If you kind of watch the dwarf kind of like dips their spoon into the bowl and comes back and just like some lumps of what was probably supposed to be like porridge or oatmeal, but is super lumpy, kind of like back down. And you see the dwarf kind of look at him like and sigh and just kind of start eating it.
Unnecessary.
It was very necessary.
So mean.
So the tabaxi just doesn't even try, just closes her eyes and just starts eating the food.
Just blind.
A little bit later, Sir comes back out with the plate. It looks like there's some like meat, like cooked meat. There's a very small helping of the lumpy porridge. Looks like that was probably forced onto like the plate in a little bowl. And just some like general breakfasty stuff. Whatever they ate in medieval times, that was food.
I'll remove my mask, but underneath my mask, I have
another mask. A picture.
I have another mask.
You have a picture of what was it? Not Hugh Grant.
It's kind of like, but it's got like a mouth area and eye area, so I can still eat, but it's a mask cover. Yeah.
Okay, so you guys see your companion take off their mask they've been wearing. It has like another like fabric mask that has like a mouth.
Is this like? How did you get that? Is that like a kink thing?
Is there scarring or injury? It must be very hot in there.
Yeah, kinks or scarring. It's one of the two.
Undesirable underneath this mask.
Oh.
Matches my personality, can't we say?
Oh, you two, Sir, kind of finally picks up. What do you two want for breakfast?
Can I have dinner for breakfast?
Can I have dinner, please?
You got any vegetarian options?
Do you have any fruits?
He nods to the fruits and looks and goes, "Oh, what kind of stuff are you talking about?"
Just not meat. Not meat.
Yeah, we do. And he kind of like points to the porridge, like, "Do you want that or?"
I'm gonna stare at it for a minute.
It looks real lumpy.
Something smoother.
Right, hold on. So he goes back again, and once again the door kind of starts closing, and you hear kind of yelling of, more or less like, "What are you doing back?" While he's gone, the door to the tavern does open, and Zalia walks in, and kind of heads over to you three at the bar. And says, "Oh, I'm glad to see you all awake. How did you all sleep?" That yawn, I guess.
Bed.
I mean, I'd hope so, but I don't know what your customs might be about sleeping on mat beds. If you have beds in your world, I assume.
We have beds that
Bob
massage you when you sleep.
Bob had a rough night.
My name's not Bob. Please stop calling me that.
I'm sorry you had a rough night. Is there anything we can do to help you?
Do you have anything for bedwetting?
Did not.
I guess.
Do you have a fish bowl?
A fish bowl?
A very large glass container, which is big enough that a person's head could be put around it. Well,
I think
it goes around their head.
Don't listen to them. They're laughing at me because I guess I'm all wet now and made of water or something. I don't really know why.
Oh, I mean, you're a water genasi.
A what?
A genasi, in the old times, it said that they are pretty much the children of just elemental spirits and humans. So the children had traits of their more spiritual ancestry.
Oh wait, and I'm gonna lean in. Hold up, I'm gonna lean in towards Reyes and just go. Does that mean that they fucked the ocean?
I know, that's exactly what Sun looks fine. Is my mom the water?
Did they fuck an ocean or a fish or a?
My parents
I suspected that one.
So, but often
does that mean no?
Often those the children, the ancestors of those, they tend to be, I mean, fire genosies tend to have like flame as hair. Earth genosies tend to honestly, they're quite messy. They leave quite a bit of sand and dirt all over where they walk. And water genosies, they tend to always be, I mean, moist.
There is some water upstairs,
Ooh,
and
that
also
would expand on our world.
there is a little bit of a puddle forming under me that's just kind of been slowly dripping.
That is no problem. It will dry out, or either Fel or so will kind of clean it up. It's fine.
Do you guys have Xanax? Here?
Unfortunately,
Xanax.
none of your medications will be here.
Is Xanax a spell?
No. Is it? Is that just what medicine is? Is it just spells?
It's an anti-anxiety spell.
There are some. There's one calm emotions. That helps
There you go.
relax.
I'm gonna need that later.
I can certainly help you with that.
Is
it any what?
Put it in
Sorry?
a bottle and I drink it?
I mean, that's not quite how spells work. There are scrolls. You could have a scroll with a spell on it, but traditionally, once you kind of know the spell, you know it. I can't say I've ever known anyone who turns that into a potion. I mean, I'm sure it's possible, but I don't know it.
It's just inside. Lucas
I mean, a cleric in the capital, or even a bit farther down to looking up in what's a name? To Farnfoss, which I totally named myself, and I'm like, why did I do that?
I know, I was like, didn't you write that?
I wrote
that's
this,
a
yes.
name.
So, I mean, Farnfoss, which is more in the bigger cities in our little area, there might be a cleric who could possibly have a potion of some sort. That's kind of the same idea. I'm sorry, alchemy is not quite what I specialize in.
At least Bob now knows about what we can do as options.
Right, I actually came.
My name's not Bob. It's Luke.
I'm glad you're all awake.
It's Bob. It's Bob now.
And your name's Cow, and your name's Hello Kitty. Then, yeah, it's me,
I
right?
accept that. I accept that.
Right.
Can I be that cat that goes like this in the restaurants?
That it doesn't have a name. I don't.
To be fair, I've been called so much worse online. So Cow's kind of neutral.
That's not nice.
At this point, Sir kind of comes back with a plate of fruit for you, Luke, and like a weird assortment of vegetables that you would not associate to breakfast. Like looks like there's some like a little bit of like corn hanging out on the plate. There is like a little bit of what in our world would be like hash brown, but it's like cubed hash brown, just kind of like cooked potatoes. There's a little bit of like some fruits. A lot of the fruits you don't really recognize. They're like weird pastel-y colors.
Talk about home fries.
Yeah, hash browns, home fries. Hash browns.
Sorry, I'm Canadian, so this is just different.
Home fries. I think home fries are a little different in America. I think that's actually.
Those are the cubes. They're square. No, hash browns are like thin. They're like.
Yeah,
the Midwest is all hash brown.
Shredded.
It's all hash brown here.
No, those
are all hash browns.
Welcome
to America, where everything is hash browns and the points don't matter.
What is going on in this game, guys? I'm so sorry to our viewers. We're all in a mood. I think I started it.
I love this game. I'm having some therapy.
This is great.
This is me as a DM. You all are welcome. You asked for this.
Now I'm looking at home fries.
So Sir kind of puts it, and when he sees Zali, Zali kind of leans over and he kisses her cheek. And so she like looks at, if we're done talking about names, I do have an update on the patient.
That's important. That's important.
I mean, it's not a very good update.
Oh, well, that's less.
Then
what happened?
He's gone.
Gone like...
Did he leave?
No, I don't know where. When I got up early this morning, I went to the woods and collected some stuff that I thought might be a bit helpful, some pain relievers, stuff like that. And when I went to the house, his daughter was there, and she was freaking out, and he was gone. He's not in his room. It looks like the window is broken, as if something jumped out of it.
Oh.
So I'm not quite sure. I mean, he didn't seem, at least to me, I don't know about you, Bob.
Luke, it's Luke.
Luke, okay. Thank you. I don't know I'm supposed to call you, honestly.
It's
a lot. Just call him Bob.
Luke, they keep calling me Bob, and that's not my name. It's
Luke.
Kind of funny.
I mean, I don't know what your opinion was. To me, it seemed like he wasn't well enough to be up and moving yesterday.
It wasn't. He didn't seem healthy enough to really do anything.
No, especially not jump out of a window.
So I'm afraid I don't know where he's gone.
Yeah,
Well, I'm going to need to take a look around. I'll take whatever's left of my plate in front of Harmonia, and then start heading outside.
Oh,
Is there meat on the plate?
No, I ate the meat.
Okay, good.
There's the porridge. There's some home fries.
Hell yeah, I'm scarfing down those home fries.
Because I totally forgot that was a breakfast food. I was like, I'm like, what do people eat for breakfast?
Those are
potatoes,
great. I love
eggs.
them.
I never eat breakfast.
Bread. That's the only thing I eat for breakfast.
There's like
potatoes,
cold pizza on the plate.
Oh yeah, ice cream, which is what I do, and that's never a good sign.
Hell
I
yeah.
have gelato right here.
Oh, I should go.
That is great.
So the first
so
thing
you
I'm
go
going
outside?
to do is head straight for the area to see if it does actually look like the window was broken in that manner.
Yeah, so you head to the house, which, if you remember, is kind of right next to like a house or like a building over from a big building that has a forge on the outside. That the door is open, you feel like heat coming through, and says Carp and Smith on the like hanging sign. So the next building over, there is no one there. Zalia is walking with. She's like, I took his daughter to someone else in the village to kind of help her. She was very distraught. What is that?
Oh, do you not have the calm emotions?
Oh, I mean, I did, but I have to say it. Your father disappearing. There's only so much a spell can really do.
I suppose that's fair.
She was, I mean, in a sense, calm, but still worried. No longer crying hysterically.
Well, that much is good. I just want to do a check around and see if there's perhaps anything you've missed. Not that I'm saying your eyes aren't astute, but sometimes I notice things that others don't.
I mean, that is why I asked you here originally, so of course. Do you want to go inside, outside, where you want to go?
I'll take a look at the outside first.
Okay, make an investigation check for me.
That's my investigation score. 3. Oh, it's an 18.
Character who dis.
Oh, that's fine. So looking around, you see, you kind of go to the back of the house, which is where the room kind of was, and you see that the window is indeed like broken out, and there is glass shards.
On the outside.
On the outside of the building, along with some like broken wood, because there was the shutters that were closed. They closed it when the Hellhounds had kind of come through. So there's wood and glass on the outside of the building. You also see.
Is there any blood on any of the glass, as though he's wounded himself while leaving?
There's no blood per se. There is a weird kind of mucusy layer on some of the edges.
Is this the same thing that I didn't see that Bob did?
That yes, it is kind of the same stuff that you did not see, but Bob did see. So
Okay.
If Bob was here, Bob could identify it most likely as the kind of the pussy mucus that they had identified earlier.
I have some alchemy stuff, so I'm gonna just put that into like a little tube thingy.
Yeah,
and then
enough.
go outside and look around as well while they're all eating their breakfast.
Yeah, when you go inside, you see that there is a, like, right at the door where the room was, there is kind of like some broken pottery. It looks like the daughter had probably dropped whatever she had, like, the breakfast she was bringing her father was dropped when she saw that they were gone. The bedding seems almost like it's been kind of torn up. Like, it's not as pristine as you saw it yesterday. There is the same kind of viscous, mucusy stuff along the sheets, and they're kind of ripped up a little bit.
Looks like Bob was here as well.
I think Sid might punch you in a little bit. So what are you two doing during this? Are you just eating breakfast while your friend disappeared from?
I was assuming that after a minute I would head out as well.
Yeah, that was
Okay.
my plan. I was gonna go right after once I heard that they had left. Because I
Yeah,
was gonna
I
keep
just
talking to Zalia, but then she didn't.
wanted a tiny bit of food first.
Yeah, of course. I mean, you guys scarf, you shove food down your face. Like I did a
Eating
moment
an apple
ago.
like an asshole.
You're just eating an apple like a real asshole. And you kind of get up to follow when you you guys kind of talking. You look over and you see that both your masked companion and
That's a good point. Is there any apples in this house?
make another investigation check to see if you find any apples in the cupboards.
16?
I know what you're gonna do.
Okay, so yeah, I mean, it takes a moment if you're just opening random cupboards and stuff. You finally do find an apple kind of in a
I'm gonna start
makeshift.
eating it while I'm looking around at stuff.
Okay. Yeah, you eat an apple. It is a good apple. The apples here, as you've kind of already know, they look like apples, but they're like midnight blue. And the inside are kind of like a lighter blue, but they taste just like an apple would, and it's kind of a little trippy.
Oh, fuck, what are they called? Those midnight apples that are like real? Ignore me.
Yes.
I thought it was
I
muted.
But
do
anyways,
those-
when I see them come in, I start flipping the apple up and down and going, this can't even keep Bob away. And exactly what I was doing.
I mean, you see the tail when you guys step out of the Drunken Spoon. You see across the way, because it's not a very big place, because it's a small village. You kind of see the tail end of like Zalia going into the building, but you don't see any sign of Rhea, so it's safe to assume they might be inside the building too.
Yeah.
The door is left open.
The door's definitely left open. I didn't close that.
So what are you two doing? Just heading over?
I mean,
Yeah.
I'll probably go inside.
And
Yes.
that's when I'll do the apple thing. Can't keep Bob away. Sorry, you hate that. PhD.
It's still funny.
That's not...
I mean, you as a cleric yourself, Luke, it might be good for you to check in the room for things. I don't know, your friends seem to have found something.
Did you
Yeah, there's some
see-
strange mucus here, Dr. Bob.
Why is it so hard to say my name? Why? Is it... Why? And I'll just wander off to the room.
Okay. Are you pointing out what you found there, Reyes?
Yep.
Okay, you don't have to make a check since Reyes is okay, unless you want to see if you can find anything else.
Sure, I'll make a check just to see if there's anything else in the room.
I mean, they rolled like a 19 before,
I
so
don't
It was
remember what
an
they rolled.
18.
Oh, okay. Then never
So you might
mind.
be able to see me. I might as well if you get a nat 20.
Give me that nat 20.
You that nat?
No.
Okay.
Investigation, you say?
Mm-hmm.
14.
You don't see anything. You're like, where's the fucking mucus? No.
Too busy thinking about this Bob shit.
Bob shit's really pissing you off. So you look down, you see that it is the same, like before, where it looked like it was just coming from the bite wound, that kind of like a mucusy substance. It seems to have like it is on a lot of like the sheets, like it maybe their body started secreting the same substance, and is also on like the windowsill, and like kind of some scrapes of the window, or the
I gotta
jagged
work on my
edges.
Doctor's handwriting. I can still read what I wrote.
Yeah,
Oh, that's unacceptable.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I'm gonna look at that and go, there's no labs here for me to test this. I'd have to...
I wouldn't be surprised if it wasn't even something you know of.
Do you want me to do something?
What?
I could check if there's magic attached to it.
Do you know how to do that? Do you know what magic is? Because I'm kind of lost.
I want to touch it.
Don't
The
do
mucus?
Not like the thing itself, but like the bottle,
that. Oh,
and just kind of stare at it.
I was about to say, are you
Okay.
gonna touch this mucus? Because I'm gonna scream.
You touch the glass, kind of like,
The vial that I had, I assume.
yeah, since I have them here next to me, kind of like the vial of
It's
mucus. You touch it.
and I am attempting to cast, what is that I have? Detect Magic.
Okay. You don't have to roll for detect magic or anything. So looking at it, you're not getting a magical ping.
Okay.
You get magical pings from your friends.
Okay.
Especially like, your Genasi buddy there is magical in themselves.
Hey, Bob, can you tone the magic down?
What? I'm not magic. Well, I mean, I guess I am now.
And Zalia has some magic, both like kind of like an aura, but also like you see like pings of magic around her.
She's from here, so like I get that.
I'm not in control of this.
Is there anything else that I get with my ping?
What's the distance on it?
30 feet. Within 30 feet of you. If you sense magic in this way, you can use your action to see a faint aura around the visible creature, blah blah blah. Can penetrate most barriers, but it is blocked by 1 foot of stone, an inch of common metal, a thin sheet of lead, or 3 feet of wood or dirt.
Okay, in the room itself, I just noticed there's googly eyes on my TV. On my second monitor, there are googly eyes. That means my roommate's been in here. Sorry, I just literally noticed my TV staring at me.
Today is one of those days.
I am so sorry, audience. This is what this thing's gonna be today. You don't get anything in this room. There's like not really another ping in this room. This lasts for 10 minutes, right?
Yeah.
Concentration up to 10 minutes, yeah.
Okay. I mean, do you want to step out or anything? You're just gonna hang out in this room?
Yeah, I'm gonna try. If I'm feeling that, I'm gonna kind of like attempt to hold it and just kind of be like, give me a second. I'm gonna give the bottle back and just kind of like in that position, still just kind of like inch around. Like, is there magic?
Your influencer sense tingling.
Yeah.
Get Harmonia in worry.
I mean, as you get closer,
Something about followers.
As you kind of like go past like through the door outside the building next to you, the Smith and Carp, you do see there's like some magic from like the forge that's in front of it. Like there's some magic glowing from around it. If you walk around the back of the house,
It's weird.
you really don't get anything else.
Used to this. I'm heading back by where that window was.
Okay. Heading back by the window, you definitely get a sense of nothing. It is a window.
Fuck. I'm gonna drop it.
Okay.
I'm just gonna look in the window at the two of them.
Well, how many followers did you get?
2 million
Not bad.
That's so.
in a day.
That's so many.
Oh, that's like
Like toast nothing. Whatever.
it's maybe like an eighth of my current audience. So
I meant with your influencer sense. Did you find anything to follow?
no.
No, that's too bad. Well, I think we're at the same spot here. Dr. PhD, you're gonna have to figure out what this stuff is.
Alright. I'm just gonna start like examining this mucus. I mean, I'm not a pharmacist and we don't have any testing labs, so really I'm just a doctor staring at liquid.
I'm just a doctor staring at.
What else would you be?
Oh, a surgeon? Like I actually am?
Oh, so you wasted more than 8 years. I gently pat your shoulder.
Don't touch me.
So tired?
Don't touch me. Please don't.
Well,
Also,
if it
your
makes you
hand
any
comes
better,
back wet.
I also wasted 6 years of my life.
Did you also go to college? Did you do medical school and rotations only for magic to be real?
Imagine
No,
wasting your life on that kind of stuff. Must suck.
Criminology isn't exactly, and psychology isn't exactly something that they care about here.
It's honestly,
Ooh.
that feels so useful though. You'd think they'd care more.
You know, I was gonna say theater, because y'all are some dramatic bitches.
Did you
That
go
much
to
is
college? I was in theater,
No.
yes.
No.
Smart. So smart.
No, I suspect that they spent, I don't know, 12 hours a day on front of a camera.
Honestly.
So
on
as
a
you
good
guys are
day.
talking, you kind of hear from outside by the broken window, hello there. This is my really bad Elvis impression, so y'all can shut the fuck up.
Oh. I was about to go, Prove it?
Prove it, you! So sorry, I woke up a little
Dragon
late,
Elvis.
but,
There's
I think I might have found something. Wildcats. Dogs.
Oh.
Kate,
Put him away!
in my defense,
Just,
I love Elvis. I can't speak like him.
Well, you're gonna have to tuck it away a little bit.
Well, this is what Elvis is gonna do. I'm juggling a lot of accents in my head right now.
And Nox might come back to haunt you.
Nox has always haunted me.
He just hears Elvis and goes, not today.
Not today.
Not today.
I do the little cut in my head that he gave me the other night. So you hear your friend
Oh, that's right, Elvis
outside.
Dragon.
Your Elvis
gonna-
dragon friend.
Come back around and see him. Just, what's up, Elvis?
Tyler. Forgot his name for a minute. There's some footprints going that way. Only because I rolled another natural 20
Was
for his investigation. So
Was it
I was about to say, you must have scored better
that
than I
away?
feel roll.
it's that away. Hound dog.
Alright.
Oh,
Hound dog
pretty
on
good.
the trail. Hound dog on the trail, and I'm instantly gonna follow those footprints.
Okay, yeah. So you see these footprints. Are you waiting for your other friends, or are you just like going for it, homie?
Oh, I'm going.
Booking it.
Oh, I was
I like
going to
waiting for
examine that mucus as I...
Oh, well, are you going
You
to
can
stay
still get-
behind here? Do you need me, Dr. PhD, or are we...
Just give me the... Just give it.
Alright.
You, Sid, make a medicine check for me, and you,
medicine.
Harmonia, can you make a survival check for me? See if you can actually follow these footprints all the way.
Well, I'm good at.
Your hound dog.
Ooh, that's a dirty 20.
Awesome. Okay.
Stop. I'm gonna die from laughter. Oh, that's a bad check. Medicine, you say?
Yeah.
I should be good at that. And yet,
You're distracted by the hound dog.
13.
Okay. It's 13 or 14?
13 in total.
13 in total. Okay. I'm gonna do footsteps first. So hold on to that. Remind me in a moment. I will forget. I'm not good with object permanence. So you are following along. So pretty much the way this is set up is that there are the house that you're been inspecting. There's like 2 more rows of houses. So the footsteps are weird. Like they're kind of like one's bigger, one looks like something's like being dragged. Like maybe the other foot is being dragged behind, like each step. It kind of like winds around the houses, stops in a few windows. When you get there, you see there is like some of the windows have the same kind of mucusy stuff like on the sills, like they're looking like touched the sill and looked in and maybe walked away again. And it leads into these sets of cornfields that are behind these houses. There's like a few fields of corn and maybe soybeans.
Here's
some
so
other
we're tracking Mr. Hyde.
Oh, great. Fantastic.
So as it gets into the corn, unfortunately, kind of covers up a lot of the tracks because corn is tall. Tall. You see some like bent stalks, but it's like hard to follow on what might be tracks and what might be general wear and tear of crops.
Are there any birds around?
I mean, you don't see any. You hear some.
Okay.
You don't see any just like hanging out like a homie, like a top hat and a monocle on.
Okay.
But there are plants around.
Well, the plants don't mean much for me.
Do you not have speak with plants?
I speak with animals.
You are. If you want to make a perception check, see if there's any other animals hanging about.
Might as well. Hanging a boot.
Do not insult my language.
Perception.
Sorry about that. Okay. Sorry.
I don't see anything. That's a 3. Because that was
holy
a
shit. There's corn. The corn is everywhere.
This would have been such a good place for a photo op.
It would have been a really good place for a photo op.
Boring corn.
Okay, but imagine. I have a friend who is making a summer collection. If I would have gotten some of those sundresses, and if I had my old body, it would have been so good.
I'm sure that even now you could do quite well.
Please, those dresses are only for like hourglass. I'm more like pear now.
I would say that's accurate.
I would say more like hamburger, but that's just me.
Listen.
God said above.
Look, we can. Do you have any other magics? Something that could maybe solve this mystery? I'm sure that there's a reason you're here.
I wish I knew. But still, I haven't had the chance to do a whole lot, so I don't know what I'm even capable of. Footprints. I have nothing.
I mean, do you think that the footprints went deeper into the corn, or that they just disappeared from here, right?
That much is obvious, but we want to make sure that
I am going to get down on my hands and knees.
Okay.
All right.
Get at the moment where I see the footprints go into the corn, and try and start following it.
You get like a few steps into the corn before it really starts getting, because like the edge of crops. I grew up in the country, so forgive me. Like the edge of cornfields, it's not like immediately like lush corn. Usually, like you get kind of like the end crops where they're maybe not growing as well. So you get down on your hands and knees. Make another
padding along.
Either do investigation or survival. I'll let you choose. I know those two seem wildly different, but
yeah, they are, and I'm definitely going with survival.
Okay, one's more of like see if you see a new set of prints. One is trying to follow the prints that you're already identified.
That would be a 15.
A 15? I mean, with a 15, you get a bit deeper into the cornfield. You kind of see there's some like stalks. You see like a deep gouge where obviously something was like dragged through, like every like kind of little bit and bob. And some like
Bob's
broken.
Back at the.
I'm sorry, bit and bit. You see some broken stalks. You maybe get like, I'd say like halfway through the corn, and now it's just getting really, really hard to tell what is actual footprints, what is just stuff growing, what is eating through like fields.
Did you find anything influencer?
I'm gonna try and like mark an X specifically where I left off, and then get up, kind of poke my head up.
I will note that the knees of your pants and your hands are rather dirty, just so you're aware.
Yeah.
You kind of like break a few stalks and like kind of giving yourself like a rounded out area, kind
of
marking.
Taller than the corn?
How tall are you?
I have that on my introduction. Gotta find it. I think I'm like.
I was gonna say, I think you're like 6. Okay. You
like
are
7,
taller than the corn. Corn does not often grow. I mean, corn maybe grow to like 5'7" for like a good year. Knowledge for all you non-country kids. The saying is knee high by the 4th of July. That's how you know you got a good crop. Should be knee high by the 4th of July. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. What? We shucked corn as a kid. Like, that was a thing I did a lot.
Wow, what a nerd.
I am a nerd. I had a corn cob as a pet when I was a little kid.
Man,
Okay.
screw harassing the NPCs. I feel bad about harassing the DM just there.
Yeah, don't harass the DM. Remember who has power over you.
The next level of harassing an NPC. How to harass them all at once? Harass the DM.
Yeah. Next
Just
level.
gonna
God.
stand up, kind of poke up, just tracks kind of taper off here.
Yeah, well, that's not good.
Anyways, where's Bob?
And on that
back to the house, I
note,
assume.
13.
You did remember.
You look at this mucus, you kind of like do what little test you have without having any like equipment with you. You don't have any equipment.
Exactly. I don't.
But like, you know, you like get a bit of water. There's like a pail of water sitting on the kind of like table it. You add some water to a little bit, see what happens with that if it reacts. You kind of like Azalia has different components that you can like borrow and add stuff in. It doesn't really react to stuff.
Okay.
It does seem, from what you saw yesterday, though it was kind of like a sickly yellow color, it is definitely a bit more like greenish yellow now. Like it has definitely changed overnight and it is thicker. Not kind of like goop.
Mm-hmm.
Thankfully, that you like if you touch it, just kind of like doesn't immediately kind of like run off. It like blobs off. But from looking around the room, looking around, like there was a lot of it. It wasn't just seemed like it was from a bite anymore. I would say you'd probably surmise that maybe they were like secreting it like sweat.
Mm-hmm.
Are we back yet?
Not quite. It's kind of happening simultaneously to you guys hunting footsteps. This is probably the point where Harmonia got down on their hands and knees and started trying to track. So
Also, everyone ignore my typing if you can hear it. I'm looking up the mucus diseases.
you do know you're in a fantastical world, right?
Shh. Yeah, but this character is going to talk
That's
about
true.
all
This
of
character would not think of that. Okay, yeah. No, you're right.
Listen, am I researching mucus hypersecretion? And how that functions in the body so that I can actually talk about it? Yes.
Zalia is with you and she do you have something?
Okay,
I mean, I can tell you, so
that magic is real because I would immediately assume that this is hypersecretion or some kind of asthma or chronic pulmonary disease, but that's not how magic works apparently.
I mean, she is kind of looking at you the way that you looked at her when she talks about magic, kind of like wild-eyed, like, right. I can tell you that, I mean, there's been about 3 other people who've been sick, and they've all who've taken this. Granted, this one happened much faster. Those other people, it was about a week before they suddenly just kind of disappeared. This one, he's only been sick for probably about 3 or 4 days.
But they've all disappeared after being sick.
They have, yes. I mean, unfortunately, we really couldn't look into that with the hellhound problem going on. We just kind of assumed that maybe they were killed by the hellhound. But, I mean, they were gone by the time that, he was here last night, his daughter said.
Then he must have left at some time this morning. Either very late at night or early in the morning.
I mean, probably. I feel like that's a very good guess. I mean, there's never really been quite a hair of the other townspeople who've disappeared.
See, this would be a good use for a CSI. Reyes is like, no, that's not useful. But this is actually very useful.
I mean, for a moment we thought it was something that was brought back. There's one of the proprietors.
Well, from where?
The owner of the farm. He came back a bit sick after traveling to market. And I mean, he hasn't disappeared as far as I know, but he was never a very sociable man. Normally his son does that, but his son has been away. He went to the capital a little bit ago.
What was his name again?
The man's name is Sean.
That's a
give
very
Sean
normal
Bean.
name.
Sean Typhid. His name's Sean Typhid Senior. His son Sean Typhid Junior. Don't make fun of my fucking name, Izzy.
No, typhid.
Typhid, yes.
Okay. And you don't know what typhoid fever is, do you?
I'm sorry. No, should I know what that is?
No. All right. Okay.
I mean, Typhid comes. He likes to boast that Typhid is from a descendant of Typhonius, who was a great captain, or I guess general, actually, of the capital.
Okay.
They moved back here a couple generations ago, actually, to start the farm.
And you said he came back sick and stayed pretty antisocial afterwards?
I mean, yes, but he was never very. I mean, I don't like speaking ill of the ill, but he's not a very nice man. His son is much more personable, but he mostly sticks to either traveling to market or, honestly, up at the farmhouse. No one really talks so much other than a couple of the workers, but only one worker fell ill, so we never assumed it was anything with him.
I'll have to. That might be Patience Hero then. And what was his son's name?
Oh, Sean Typhus Jr. But most of it just call him Junior.
Right. Okay, I will definitely need to talk to them then if they were the first ones to get sick.
I mean, Junior's unfortunately he hasn't been home for a little bit. He went to the capital, to try and seek some aid, just what's been going on politically.
Are we back yet?
Yeah, you guys are back by now.
No.
Okay.
You kind of hear the what's his name, Junior.
Dr. Bob, have you figured out anything else?
Come on, what's the scoop, Luke?
Ah, Luke. Yes, that is my name, not Dr.
I
Bob.
said loop. I said loop.
I won't answer to
It's
that.
never. It's never gonna be your real name.
Cool. I just won't answer. You said he went to the capital for aid for things.
Hey, Wet
politically.
Willie. Wet Willie.
What?
Wet
Political
Willie.
issues are going on.
I actually think it would likely be wet, since all of him is wet.
Oh no.
I mean, you aren't really around here. Well, a while back ago, it's been a
Not
couple
like
of years
that.
now. The king and his husband, unfortunately, were both died, and there's no one really to take over the throne. And I mean, there's a lot to happen, but the four kind of areas broke off with their own like representation. We all kind of broke off into our own, so we've been having problems getting wares down to the dock because technically the bridges are run by some of the other areas. So we went to the capital to try and seek aid with the council to see if we could figure something out.
Have people who've been in contact with the victims, have they been getting sick? Or is it only few people?
I mean, only one person from the farm, other than the owners, come back sick. The others, I mean, don't seem to be getting sick.
The daughter, is she fine?
I mean, she hasn't shown any symptoms. I guess we could check to see if she's ill or anything, but she hasn't shown any symptoms, and she's been with him for the whole time he's been ill.
Dr. Lucy Liu, I assume you could... I included parts of your name in there, at least.
Listen,
Come on.
I did too. I did too, and they didn't do anything, so. I guess I can't really call you Doc Ock now, can I?
That one I'll take. I will accept Doc Ock.
Really?
Spider-Man's a really cool. It's
Wouldn't peg you as the Spider-Man type.
You just hear someone walking by. Nerd!
I know. Looks at his entire scrawny form of like limp noodleness and goes, "Is this a compliment? I think that's a compliment.
I mean, you
So-
seemed like the SpongeBob type, not the intellectual comic book type.
Burn.
Never mind. I don't know why I thought.
Talk to
Is anything ever going to come as a compliment from me?
I was really
Down.
hoping.
anything.
I'm not sure. It's. I don't. I know real illnesses, not magic.
Is there anything that you can associate this with?
I would associate. There's a couple of mucus-borne diseases that it would be, but I don't think this is any of them.
all of them would
Hypersecretion,
be
COPD, fibrosis, any of
Possibly
those.
not.
But I mean, hyperplasia, any of these.
Did they have any wounds that it came from directly?
There were two. That looks as if we bit them on their neck.
Then let's go with the basic things. This is a fantasy world. Vampires,
Do vampires
werewolves.
leave mucus behind, or werewolves?
I mean, if the wound's infected,
But how does it get infected?
Do you think zombies might?
Oh god.
oh, that's actually a good point. What if they're zombies?
Mm-hmm. There you
Are
go.
they zombies?
We know that the first
Do zombies
person
exist?
to get sick in
I'm-
this town.
I mean, they do, yes, though I don't.
What?
I mean, zombies are real, but I have to say, are you seeing that people can just like bite other people and get turned into zombies?
I mean,
How?
in various
Ow.
forms of media.
I mean, traditionally,
But they're
zombies
Dead.
are created by necromancers. They're freshly dead that are brought back by magic that are there to kind of follow orders. I
So
don't.
then those don't follow the trend of zombies.
I wouldn't think so.
So
Okay,
that's
what about
really-
Go
vampires?
back to life. You just
I mean,
just say
yes.
no to death.
I mean, there are kind of rules somewhat, depending on the spell level, really. There's more intricate spells to bring back people who've been dead longer. I mean, there's also
But if you just
necromantic
get really good at
spells.
magic, you can just say no dying.
I mean,
No,
you can
I
still
wasn't. I was trying to
Damn.
avoid telling you that.
you can
Doctor.
still die. Actually, I mean, it's. I mean, first of all, it's very expensive to bring people back from the dead.
Huh.
Yeah, but if you could do that,
Oftentimes-
wouldn't people pay as much?
So-
Oh my god.
So
I'm-
they have to make a living out of
I mean,
bringing
not
people back to
necessar-
life.
Somewhat.
I don't.
It's not like an everyday occurrence. I don't go around bringing people back from the dead, but
You
That would be an interesting podcast
you
series.
can just do that.
I mean, I have the
Perhaps have
ability,
your breakdown.
yes.
Can you use your calm emotions on?
Of course. Zalia will touch your shoulder, Luke, and cast calm emotion.
Yeah, Luke was in panic, almost like full panic attack of like, you can
Oh,
just
God.
no to dying. Okay.
So calm
So-
emotions. Hold on.
Vampires. Is that that's not unlikely? I don't know how these work.
I mean, yes, there are vampires. There are kind of different types of
Can
vampires,
they
really.
do that? Can they make mucus wounds?
Not that I know of.
If vampires do bite
Actually,
people-
all of you kind of feel a lot calmer because I can target up to 6 people.
Oh,
So all of you feel a bit chiller,
I feel chilly.
a bit chiller, a bit calmer. I'm actually kind of fudging that just a little bit. That's fine. Don't rules lower me, anyone in the chat. I swear.
Actually, calm
I am
emotions
God.
only.
I am God. I will destroy all.
It's
So vampires do exist, yes. There are those that are a bit on the evilest side. Most vampires I know are rather lovely people, actually.
All right. What about?
There's actually
werewolves?
werewolves that are. There's actually a very famous pack of werewolves that live in Vectek, which is just kind of the neighboring land area across the river. That kind of roam around. They're a bit more. That group is more nomadic,
And-
but
Are they
Would
like
the-
good guys, bad guys?
would they
I
attack
don't. They really
farmers?
don't. They really don't. I would say fall either way. They kind of live by their own pack laws. They don't actively seek out to hurt those, but they also
Okay.
don't actively stop things that are happening.
Huh. Interesting.
Liz is going to write this into the lore now.
Okay.
And there's the natives as well.
And I mean, also, I should say they're not all werewolves. It's more like a lichen community. I mean, there's the people who can turn to tigers and bears, and
Oh my.
I once met someone turn to a rabbit. That one was quite odd.
Oh.
Oh, okay, but we know who the first person in town to get sick was.
Do we?
Oh, we do. You
yeah,
didn't share that with us.
I just found it, and then people kept calling me Lucy Lou, and Loop, and Dr. Bob.
And
Called
Wet
you
Willie. I was
Dr.
proud
Luke
of that
twice
one.
now.
I was proud of Wet
There's a
Willie. Don't forget that one.
There's a merchant, Sean Typhid.
A farmer.
Oh, farmer? Oh, oops.
He runs Oats Farm,
Oh, I thought. Oh, he went to market.
which is
He's not
just
a
back
merchant.
that way.
There's a farmer, Sean Typhid. He was the first to get sick after he came back from market. Only him
Important
and one of
question.
his workers got ill. Also, his name's Typhid.
As in the fever.
Yes, typhoid fever. Typhid.
It doesn't have the same symptoms.
It has similar. I say as I research typhoid fever.
His wife's name is Mary.
I know. I swear to God.
Mary Typhid.
If you say her name is Mary, I'm gonna go. All right, wrap it up.
Alright, we're done here.
His wife died.
Call
of
it
a
quits.
fever.
Was her name? Did she die because of fever? And her name's Mary.
You don't know.
Yeah. All right. Her name's Mary.
You don't know.
Typhid.
My cat was being really, really cute next to me, and he was like a little croissant roll.
I mean, some of it is the same. The fever obviously will always be the same. Sensitivity to light, that's the part that's different. And your skin falling off is maybe not a symptom of typhoid fever. That one's a bit new. But bleeding, internal hemorrhaging, skin patches, rose spots.
Can it be caused by bites?
It's an infection, so any way you would get one.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, perhaps when
bacterial.
you came through here, or when I did, we came here with illnesses as well. Not us ourselves,
Been
but...
vaccinated?
I said not us. I said just that it came from our world.
Plus, trust me, do you think that I'm any form of anti-vax? I make fun of those people on my
Figured
sites.
as much. I just want to make sure everyone you've all been vaccinated, right?
Where?
God, yeah.
I don't know what you mean by vaccinated. What is that exactly?
where did you
Oh,
get
Wet
this
Willie, you're gonna
tabaxi?
have to set up
Oh,
vaccination.
the tabaxi just randomly comes up sometimes. Don't mind him.
Oh, the little hug.
Oh, the little hug. Little baby.
Sometimes we have wild stray cats that just wander around, and they're quite fond of pets.
The entire chantry is full of cats, actually.
Listen. Cats are chill. Look at that.
Okay, so you don't know what vaccines are.
I don't quite understand.
So
I suspect...
when someone gets ill and you need to cure them,
Wait.
is it
Or
just
magic.
magic? You don't
Magic.
do anything else. You don't ensure that they will never get sick again?
It's magic.
No.
Does
but
the magic keep people from getting sick later if it happens a second time?
I mean, the magic works quite well to, sir. The magic works rather well to, help them get better much faster. Except
What if they
obviously
just
this
never
one.
Get sick again. Oh God. Okay. I can at least introduce vaccines to this world. Let's make sure if you get sick once, then give you a. It's
find
like
cures to magical sickness.
it's like a potion of some kind that you take, so that when you get sick once, you'll never get sick again
Okay.
from that illness. So say you get.
I have to be honest with you. This might be something better suited for later.
Yes. Right. Okay. But
I'm more than willing to talk to you about vaccinations.
vaccines.
Vaccines.
Vaccinoxins.
Oh God. Or antibiotics, or really anything. Do you guys wash your hands?
Of course they wash their hands.
Yes.
Okay,
question
good.
is that?
That's.
They're not
Yes.
total.
I don't know where we're at in the medieval scale of time.
Medieval.
Fantasy,
I
it's not
don't.
the same thing.
I don't know what that is. Is that a skill of time? Medieval,
I don't know.
sir.
Yeah, it's for stuff that is very, very, very old.
Oh, like me.
I wouldn't call you
How
old.
old are
Oh,
you?
they're probably centuries years old. Don't ask.
I mean, I'm still rather young, but I've been alive about 1,020 years.
Yes, but the average.
Pressed.
But I'm quite young. My mentor, he's, oh gosh, last time I talked to him, I mean, he was about 3.5 years, 3,500 years old. About, I mean, he remembers the heroes of old.
Oh. Quick question then.
Yes.
You.
But not everyone lives as long as us. I hope you understand that. That's not. I mean, most elves live to be maybe about 800 or so, 900. I mean, humans are, very, very much a blink of the eye. So, about 100 years old traditionally.
How old did Genasi live? You said that was a Genasi, right? How old's that?
I've never known one long enough to see how long they live. Actually.
How long do we live? How long do we cow people live?
Oh, Philbox can live for probably about, I say, the oldest one I've talked to is about 250 years old.
Oh, man.
It's not 1,000.
I mean, it's better than nothing.
Can I die?
Yeah.
Does water die?
I mean,
We can try. Do you want me to stab you?
I'm sorry, I don't know what this has to do with what's going on.
Culture shock. We'll get used to it.
I'm freaking out, man. I'm freaking out. This is a bad trip.
Listen, I'll
touch you and cast calm emotions again.
No, I'm good. Right. So we'll need to.
I'm using humor to cope. So enjoy.
Sean Typhid was the first person reported to get sick. He has not really left his home. I don't know if he's dead. I would hope not.
Is he still there?
Maybe. Zalia said that he was. His son, Sean Typhid Jr.
I suppose that's where we should go first.
Market. Yeah, we can check his home, and if he has passed, we can at least examine his remains and see what.
If there are any remains. If there are remains.
Find out which god he worships and pray to him for the passage.
Sorry, I didn't get to ask my actual question.
Yes.
How old is Sir?
Oh, sir. Oh gosh. His people don't often really keep track of age. I've known him for. Oh gosh, it seems like forever, really. About 300, 400 years? No, probably about 300 years or so.
Okay, cool.
I mean, he's quite young for his. No, well, I don't know. Like I say, he doesn't quite keep track of age the same way that we do.
Okay.
Because I've asked him that before. Because I mean, it's sometimes hard finding people when you're as old as I am. But
yeah,
we've known each other for about 2.5 years, 2 and a chunk, half quarter.
Just a blink.
A blink. It feels like a blink.
So yes, we should probably go to the first person first, and then we might have to track down the sun, because if they're also got it, then they could be spreading it through a marketplace.
Went to the capital for not the market, the capital.
Oh, well, that doesn't sound any better.
Well, yeah. Well, at least check there. Do you know the name of the other worker who got ill?
Oh yes. His name was Brash. He's a tabaxi fellow.
Is he brash?
He can be very brash sometimes, but his name doesn't always mean what they are.
Okay.
You probably met the sibling, and you saw the sibling in the tavern today.
Well,
Oh.
we should probably stop wasting time and get ourselves over there.
See what Typhid, anything that's going on with Sir Typhid? Is he a lord or?
No, he's no. Thank God he's not a lord. That would be honestly the worst.
Mhm.
But please don't tell him I said that. That is actually rather rude. But
Okay.
I mean, I get it. Sometimes you just gotta talk shit.
yes.
Or, as you say, spill the tea.
True.
Oh, we spilling
Very true.
tea. So I will like look on the ground, like I was not holding tea. I don't know how to
There
say.
is a
I
puddle.
point to the puddle underneath Luke.
Oh,
It's not tea. It's just water.
Could be urinary
I
tract
take just
infection.
a single like leaf off something nearby and put it in the water. There, it's tea.
It's not a urinary tract infection. That's not how that works.
right. Well, the farm is actually behind. There's a path behind here that kind of leads up to the farm. That way.
All right, let's
Okay,
follow
we'll
it.
go that way.
That way. Which I mean, she is pointing the way that you guys are following the footsteps to.
Listen,
Going.
when I'm good,
For
I'm
the
good.
last hour and a half, let me tell you. We have done 5 minutes worth of campaign.
Yeah, probably.
You guys keep bickering.
People just be being mean for no reason.
I mean,
Oh,
I'm not
talk
saying
about-
I've been rolling things, but
Oh no. I'm gonna start heading back down the trail that we went before.
okay.
I will follow after.
Yeah, you guys, are you following as well, Riss?
Oh, that's what I said. I was like,
Oh, sorry, I didn't hear you say that.
Yeah.
So you guys all kind of follow back the way that you came. Now that you're kind of looking more, are you looking more around? Or are you still just looking at footprints?
I mean, I'm gonna look around and try and see what I can spot.
I didn't roll, so I guess I'll roll.
It was more of I mean, if you're not just looking straight at footprints, looking up, you do see like the kind of like top of a farmhouse of sorts up ahead, like past the fields.
Oh, well, perhaps that's the farmhouse.
There's like another field of like there's like the corn. There's like a field of like a short, like scrub looking plant.
You just see me start.
Why? What are you doing?
Buddy, why are you? Don't bury my dish, please.
Harmonia, what is this?
I
Harmonia,
believe
what?
it's a symbol for two penises trying to couple. Anyways.
No,
It's,
it's
no.
It's a,
Right.
Are you shy
So
right
you
now?
guys are heading up to
Just no reason. I
like
just wanted Harmonia to do this.
through the fields. Are you going straight to the farmhouse? What would you like to do?
Yeah. I'm gonna head towards the farmhouse, but
Let's make
like-
observations to
Yeah.
see if there's anything weird about the area.
I was gonna check for mucus around the farmhouse.
If it was
walking.
investigation, I rolled an 18, but if it's a perception, it's much higher.
Hi.
Let's do perception checks. Investigation if you're looking at something like closer.
Haven't rolled above a 10.
22.
I am not going to be able to find anything. That was a nat 1.
7.
So you were real distracted because this like farm area, Harmonia. I mean, God, it would make such a good photo shoot. Like, it is so unfortunate that you don't have the equipment because, like, the way the light is hitting it.
Listen, if I still had my old outfit and my old phone, even if I didn't get a fucking reception here, I would have been taking photos.
Like, it would be top notch. Like, your followers would eat this shit up. Like, cottage core.
Oh, God.
Shit.
I could have been cottage core.
Reyes, looking ahead, you see that the farm area is pretty empty, which you would not really expect. I mean, there are fields that probably need to be tended to. once you get past kind of like the field area, you do see that. Were you guys just walking through the fields, or were you walking on a path?
If there was a path, I'll walk the path.
There's definitely a path that like the fields kind of bracket.
When I look at it, I'm looking back at Harmonia, and I look at this path, and I'm like, you couldn't see it. All right.
Yeah, there's like a path it's a small path, but like probably big enough for like a wagon to go down.
Listen,
but there's
I'm
a path.
too busy complaining about
I
cotton.
have my bow drawn and an arrow knocked, and I'm just walking along.
Okay. At the end of the path, you see a large single-story wooden home. It looks empty. You don't really see any lights on, not like any candles going or anything. You don't see people moving past the windows. The windows aren't boarded up like most of the town is at night. Because a lot of buildings you've seen that windows have been boarded up until people started kind of removing them today, since the word got around that the hellhounds are gone. There is a wagon, a cart kind of parked near the home. That kind of looking at it, it doesn't seem like it's moved. Like the grass around it hasn't been crushed or anything. It's growing pretty nicely. So this thing probably hasn't been moved in like 2 weeks, 2 or 3 weeks, possibly a month. So that's kind of what you see, but you don't see anyone.
My perception of 22 is, or whatever, is telling me.
Yeah, as you move up closer, you don't see anyone around.
Grass hasn't been disturbed for weeks. Carriage here says so. There hasn't been any movement. I don't see anyone.
I'd also give you the 22. You would notice that the fields, though, like growing, do not look as healthy as they could be. Like they've not been tended to. You do see some weeds in the shrub area because they're shorter. You do see some weeds growing in it. Kind of like it has been tended to in a little while.
And yes, that this corn is slowly decaying. So perhaps it's not being properly.
How much my fans would have eaten up untouched, abandoned nature like this?
Yeah, it's really unfortunate. Your fans would friggin' love this.
God, and I could have done makeup looks.
People are dying, influencer.
If there was no one here for
right.
weeks, then I know that she said his son left. Is he just alone or dead? Probably. Possibly.
It's likely dead, I'm going to assume.
Would hope not.
So at this point, you guys have definitely got, if you want to go to the front door, there's a front door.
Yeah, I move up to the front door.
Did my 7 find me any mucus?
There's some rocks.
7. No. That's fair.
There's some corn. It's kind of like not like regular yellow corn. It's kind of like different colors. Like browns, oranges, reds.
Maize.
Yes. There's some weeds that doesn't look good.
My 7th
is Zal with us?
Farm.
You're in a farm. Congratulations.
Yeah, is Zalia with us?
Zalia is on the path with you.
Okay. So when we burst into someone's house, do we have to announce anything?
You could just knock. That might be a
I could just do that, and I start walking up to the door and start preparing to burst in.
While I see that, I'm just gonna reach over and knock on the door. Just go. Hello? We're healers, I think. Healers.
I'm
gonna try to go. Is it open?
I guess is the word.
The door is open.
I'll open it.
Just gonna
Got my bow drawn and I'm pointing it inside.
Okay. Walking inside, it is dark in there.
Bye.
You kind of see a thin layer of dust on the floor that doesn't seem to have been disturbed recently. It's very, very quiet.
I have the arrow still ready. It's not pulled back fully, just looking around. If I had a flashlight, it would be like this.
Are you doing that thing where like people have the flashlight on their
gun? On the side. I have it prepped as if I'm doing it, but I'm like, oh no, I'm not.
That's not a thing.
I don't have one.
Yep.
I'm gonna have the great axe slung like this.
Okay.
I'm staring at my hands.
Outside the door, inside the door.
Once we get inside.
Oh,
I'm like, there's no way you're getting
I was so hoping you were gonna say outside the door, so you could just like hit the door frame. Thanks for ruining my fun.
Listen, I may be dumb. Bottom text.
Yeah, so you walk in, like I said, there is obviously a level dust when you walk into the door. Looking to your right, there is kind of like a sitting room of some sort. This is definitely like from what Harmonia and Luke that you've seen, like this is nicer than really anything else you've really seen. I mean, the house you're in before was obviously very meager. They had like some stools, a table. The beds weren't even like, they were like hay mats on the floor, more or less. Like these are like nicely made furniture pieces.
I am going room to room, clearing each one.
Yeah,
so each time.
Yeah, so to the right you see sitting room, the big fireplace. When you kind of move to the left, there's another door that leads to a kitchen. There are dishes in the sink that have been untouched for at least a couple of weeks.
Any food out that looks like?
No food out. There is kind of like what would be considered an ice box, like old timey. So it's just like a wooden box with a door, that you can check in it if you want to check in it. There are some like pottery dishes in the sink that have not been cleaned recently. They're kind of gross. With
If I
what
see
scraps
that box, I'm gonna go over it and try opening it.
Okay. So it's just like a simple. You just kind of like pull it open, and the smell that hits you, you have to make a Constitution saving throw for me because it is rancid.
The con save, you said? That is a 16.
Okay, that's fine. You feel your stomach kind of get upset when you see like inside is just like rotted meat and spoiled what you would think is milk. Kind of looks like yogurt.
It's cheese now. It was
the
milk.
box is warm, but you can see there is like a section in back where you'd put like something frozen, to keep things cool. So your stomach for a moment rolls and you kind of have to like step back, but you keep it down, tough it out.
After it's open, I say, "Don't open that." Oh, all right.
Thanks.
Next to that is a staircase that goes up.
I'll start going up the staircase.
You find a privy if you really a closet.
I am closing that door and following after Reyes.
Okay, so the four of you kind of go upstairs. You see a hallway that has like 4 rooms off to like 4 doors.
As I get up to the top floor, I'm going to shout, "Intruders!"
You just heard Reyes yelling, "Intruders!"
Yep.
I mean, your voice, like you don't hear anything in response. What do you guys do when Reyes just yells, "Intruders"?
I'm just saying, I'm announcing myself. We're intruders.
Oh, we're intruders.
I mean, you don't hear anything.
What's
all the doors are shut though. I mean, Zalia's just kind of following behind you guys. She is like kind of surprised that this house looks like this.
Broken into your home. Anyone?
Kind of like looks at the dishes. I mean, not doing anything like crazy. Kind of like talking to herself a little bit. If you listen to her, she's like, "How is this? This house never looks like this. What is? Oh, something must really be wrong." I'm yelling this out. You don't hear any responses, Reyes. It is very quiet.
Are there any more doors that look like they could be jump scare worthy?
I mean, there are 4 doors in this hallway. There's not. You do an investigation
I'll start
check.
trying doors.
Okay.
I'm just gonna start opening them.
When you open the first one to your right, it is a very nice room, like much nicer than the room you stayed in last night. It is dusty, doesn't look like anyone slept in the bed. Opening the first one on the left, this one seems to have a bit more personality. There's some like trinkets on kind of like what would be a dresser. There is like a dead set of flowers in a vase, some weapons, like not great, like not super cheap swords, but not like, oh my god, the magical swords. You can maybe assume that this might be like the son's room or whatever. Another step down is another guest room of some sort, and when you open up the last one, which is the last one on the right, you see the bed is kind of torn apart. Like the sheets are kind of mangled. The room itself seems a bit of a disarray. You see some like plates of rotting food kind of all around it. Though no person, not that you can see, unless you want an investigation check if you'd like, see if you want to try and find anything.
The house is clear by the looks of it. I haven't checked for a basement. Do they have basement?
I mean, there are usually like root cellar. I believe he has them to store, pickle, prep things for market. Yes.
And you never did you see him leave? You see Typhus Senior? You never saw him leave?
Well, Typhus Senior left, and then Junior left, and Junior hasn't been back. But it takes a bit of time to travel, and then who knows how long it takes them to try and talk to the council.
Oh, but they both left.
Yes.
To go to the capital.
No, Typhus Senior left to go to Fernfoss, which is the biggest city in this area, to sell at market, sell some grain.
And he hasn't come back from that.
Senior has, Junior has not.
Okay, so he should be here.
I mean, I haven't seen him leave town, and his cart's there. There's also a barn out back that he keeps his horses and some other livestock.
Do you guys mind if I head out to that barn, figure out what's going on?
Can I go with you to the barn instead of the basement?
There is a root cellar on the side. I believe I've never been in there, but
I also rolled a 15 for checking this room for
checking. As you kind of go through the room, you see dried, crusty something on kind of like the sheets, on some of the surfaces around the bed. I just realized what that sounded like.
Yep, because
it is green, crusty green fluid.
Okay.
All right. There we go.
Kind of matching the same color. I realized what it sounded like after I'd said it. Kind of matching, maybe dried up stuff, that the mucus that you'd already found from the last house.
Is there a smashed window?
No smashed window.
But the door was closed?
The door was closed. I mean, with the 15, if you turn and look, you see there are kind of like scratch marks around the handle, like something kind of like...
Interesting.
Might not necessarily clawed its way out, but something sharp grabbed the handle and opened the door.
Hey, Doc Ock.
Yeah?
I think there might be something in that barn.
I think so too. I just didn't want to go in the basement because, every movie does the jump scare.
Yeah. It always happens in the basement. I don't want it to happen in the basement.
I'd rather do it in the barn. Well, yeah. I'd rather have the jump scare in the barn.
I walked in on should I leave you two alone?
No, get out, stop. I mean, just don't do that.
I'm gonna go to the barn.
I'm going to the barn.
Right. Okay, you guys kind of go back through the house. The only footsteps you see are the ones that you seem to have created. Going around the house, you want to go right or left?
I'm going to go with if they're going there.
Okay, you follow along. Same thing. Are you going to go to the right of the house or the left of the house? The right of the house kind of leads past the cart. Left of the house, you don't know where it leads by.
Oh.
I'm going to go to the right.
Okay.
I will follow to the right then.
Going along the right, are you
I was hoping we were splitting.
Walking?
We're not gonna split up and search for clues.
Come on, gang.
Jinkies. Are you stealthing? Are you just going for it?
I'm just going.
We're going for it at this time. We're not.
I don't care about stealth.
Marching order is Harmonia.
I'll be behind Harmonia.
Okay, Harmonia, Luke, Reyes, and then Zalia. So you guys, you kind of go around the cart, which you see is also kind of like a layer of dirt. Like it hasn't been moved in a while. You kind of walk by, you do see there are doors to what would be a root cellar that are closed. And as you continue around this house, you do see a kind of a simple looking stable barn area, with kind of like fencing, kind of on pretty much the barn is separating. Like half of it's outside of the fencing area, half it's inside of fencing area, so the fence kind of goes along. You do see some like horses in the field. They don't look bad, but the field has looked like it has been like eaten through. There looks like there might be some other livestock kind of farther away. The doors are shut.
Something I did notice up there was that the doors were scratched around the handle, which means that whoever left left through the door, which means they had not enough mind to close it behind them.
Don't like that.
That's a little less behavior than, well, I mean, more behavior than the previous one who just jumped through a window.
It's a little sus.
First had the, I guess,
You're not
purest form of the
Jen
illness.
said,
What made you think they weren't? They're an
It's
influencer. Not as an insult, but I mean, that's usually a young
I mean,
No insult taken.
So as you guys are walking towards the barn,
all the creature hears is, that's sus.
sus. The doors are closed. Looking at them, I mean, it looks like weathered wood. The paint is kind of peeling. You gonna go in or no?
I'm doing the thing with the great axe again.
Okay.
Actually, I'll gesture to them to open the doors while I have my arrow pointed at it.
Okay. So, two have weapons set. That leaves one person.
I'm gonna go open the door. Yeah, have the
Okay, so
healer go first.
You're opening the door?
No, you're not going first. You're just opening the
Oh yeah, I will
the door.
open it so that they can go in, because these two are trying to be too rad and can't use their hands.
So you touch the door and open it?
Yeah, I'm touching it.
Wait.
What pain.
Touch the door and open it.
I'm just fucking with you. So you open the door. So you open the door as kind of squeals open on the hinges. It is fairly dark inside. There's not like a ton of windows in barns. It smells like horses. You do see, it's not completely dark because the other side is open, out into the fields.
Dr. Light. Dr. Light.
Dr. Light!
Do Light.
I mean, I'll take Dr. Light, I
Bob.
guess.
Dr. Bob.
No.
Paging Dr. Bob.
I've already opened this door. Go inside.
Do you have any light spells or anything like that?
I don't.
Say light and touch the door. See what happens.
Light, I say, as nothing happens because I don't know the light spell.
As you do that, Zalia kind of looks
anything?
at you.
Yeah, I didn't prep
She
light.
kind of she holds out her hand, and you kind of see 4 globules of light.
Good. Can you send those in?
Yeah, see, I don't know how to do that.
Yeah, she kind of waves her hand in, and they kind of go in and give
I'll
yourself.
follow after.
Yeah. So going in, there are 6 separate stables. You can see the first 4. As you walk in, there's also seems like there's a room that has some tack.
Okay, but is there a chair?
Oh my god.
Do see a chair in the middle of the room, and then the
there
lights go out.
bones
Are there bones around it? There are no bones. There is a chair just sitting there menacingly.
Great. We love menacing chairs.
Almost as if it glares at you. No, there's a stool kind of sitting there. Looks like someone could sit
Damn
up
it, that's
on
even
for milking.
worse.
Yeah, there's a milking stool, motherfucker.
But is there a cow?
In the field, there might be.
Oh, points to
Go.
Harmonia.
Points to Harmonia.
You said you were a cow person.
You see, on the wall, there seems to be some saddles, some pails, general barn stuff, some barley.
Barley.
But there's nothing in here.
Do I see any weird ooze anywhere around?
So far you guys have only kind of seen the first. You've seen the tack room, some other stuff. The first 4 stables are 2 stables.
Go
Okay.
to the last 2 stables because there's totally not anything there.
Okay. So as you go,
My hands are filling with water as I am prepping a ranged heal.
as you go back towards the
Bow drawn, just ready, looking around the corner.
Harmonia and Reyes, go to make a perception check for me.
Perception.
You say that all I think is the Lion King.
I know, I was like, deception.
Perception.
I was unmuting myself to say deception and disgrace.
Thank you so much for getting that reference, Sid. This is why we are friends.
13 plus 7 is 20.
Damn.
That's an 8.
Izzy,
Cheese and crackers.
why are you so good?
I spec for being able to see shit.
What? You min-maxer.
So Harmonia, you almost step in a pile again, and you're kind of like, oh, but luckily you catch it just in time. So nice job. You,
A cow pile.
Reyes, you kind of hear a weird skittering sound, in the back right stall.
So like behind me or
In front of you. In front of you. It's not super loud. It's kind of like a quiet skittering sound.
Do you have spiders here?
I mean, yes, of course. But they don't... Why do you ask?
Do you have the ones
The
from...
CM used spiders.
Doubt.
Doubtful. As a GM, I will say that unless I come up with a really good fucking reason to put myself through that, it is not a spider.
Unless we are in the Underdark fighting Driders, I don't think this is going to
Even
happen.
then.
Okay, what
Maybe
would
not.
be large enough to make small skittering sounds?
I mean, skittering might be a really bad word for it. It's kind of like the sound of, like, hold on, I'm gonna, like... You hear that?
Skittering.
Okay, that's disgusting. It sounds like that.
I'm still gonna say, Azalea, what would be small and make skittering noises?
I mean, there's plenty of animals that make skittering noises. Assorted wildlife, mice.
Okay, but
I mean,
bigger
probably
than, like,
all a
the
few
average one.
bigger things. I mean, giant scorpions would make that sound.
Okay.
Yes, the giant scorpions.
Ha ha ha.
What evolutionary
I mean, there
benefit
are
is there?
giant spiders that tend to live in the deep woods.
What evolutionary benefit comes from that?
I mean, it helps to be big. You have a bit more control of what's going on.
Yeah.
There's one giant spider that lives in the mountains, really high up. No one really goes through that way. Leads to Mordor.
For the hobbits?
Except for the hobbits. I mean, there's also the goblins could make that sound if they really wanted to, I guess.
It's very nice to have our own Pokedex.
Thank
I'm
you.
gonna launch an arrow in
It is
the
a
direction,
compliment.
but not hitting it. Like, I'm launching an arrow in the direction of the sound without hitting where the sound was.
Okay, so you launch the arrow into kind of like the wall of the stable. You hear the skittering kind of like move like away and kind of into the middle. And as you look, you do see like a raccoon that's kind of like sitting there. It looks like one hand has like a half-eaten corn cob, and it just kind of stares at you for a moment, kind of both freezing, and then starts to like go out to the open doors towards the field, like corn cob left behind.
Catch it! It could be a druid.
You scared the poor thing.
It's a raccoon.
It was actually a baby raccoon.
That's so
I'm just joking.
You
It's a regular raccoon.
You scared it.
I'm gonna walk over to where my arrow is and try
But
to
you should
pull it
really
out
see
from
the
wall.
giant raccoons. They're quite adorable, but very bad, very deadly.
Huh.
I'm just joking. I don't think there's any giant raccoons. At least I haven't seen any.
I'm glad that she's getting in on this.
Right.
That's kind of cool, though.
I don't. Nothing seems like it's been through here. It was good to see. The animals don't see any. That like the hay in the stalls are usually there to like bed. The animals have obviously all been like has not been changed in a while. There's like nothing out. Doesn't seem like there's anything that's really been out for food. No barley.
No barley.
No
Barley. So this place.
I go and get my arrow. I would like my arrow.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna keep.
Oh yeah. You can get out. Totally fine. No worries.
So when I bend over to get my arrow, do I see a body suddenly? Like, is there?
Yes.
Is that how that works?
There is a body that the cows killed.
Rocks fall, everyone
no.
dies.
A lot of people
I mean,
die from cows every year.
It's a stable. You see some shit.
I mean,
It looks like the raccoon was raiding like what little bit of like kind of like leftover food was in a trough area.
I mean, Sally, I really expected something to jump out at us at this point.
I mean, I'm too. I mean, I'm afraid to tell you. I think that might leave one place. If something is here,
cellar then.
This root cellar.
The worst place for it to be.
All right, let's go.
go in the basement.
Dr.
Oh,
Luke, you
great.
open the doors.
If
Jump
there's
scare
any
time.
ancient text, I'm not reading it. I just want that to be clear. I'm not reading it
I'll
or
do
out
it.
loud. No,
I'll
that'll
do
kill
it.
us. That will die. Don't ever read ancient Latin that's just written in a room.
Why not?
Don't read
Sounds
Latin
cool.
around the books.
Just don't.
Listen,
I'll wander on over.
if I get possessed into reading ancient texts,
That's a you problem.
that's a typical Monday.
So
You know,
you guys
you gotta
head
read
into
books somehow.
the root cellar?
Yes. Dr. Luke, open the door. I will proceed as previous. Zalia, lights, please.
Of course. And she'll kind of like have the globules like waiting. Bloop. Waiting for the door to open.
I will go open the door. I was too busy being soaking wet.
Sounds like a you problem.
Yeah.
It is. It's a me problem. It's a really awful me problem.
So
Really?
as you open the door, that is actually where we're going to go ahead and take our break.
Oh,
Yeah,
Aw.
of course.
how dare you?
I'm
it.
sorry, I have to use the bathroom.
Me too,
How heckin' dare.
So we'll be back in 15, which would put us at
You could just put it at the 40.
Yeah, we'll just round it to 40.
yes, round that to 30.
We'll be here.
You're back at the party.
It's 40
We're
after
back
the
at
hour.
40.
40 after the hour, lads.
Yeah, so I'll be
Alrighty.
back at my time. It'd be 10:40. But thank you for joining us for this wild day.
Lads,
don't know
lasses,
what
and
this is.
non-binary masses, we'll
You
see you
probably
after the break.
expected us to take so much less than this. Like,
It's fine. I'm still on session 1 notes, so it's fine.
cool.
Thank you for joining Them Bows and Dragons. We'll be back
We'll be
at
back.
40.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Thank you guys so much. We'll see you on the other side. back to Thembos and Dragons.
Oh my
I
god.
can't handle this. Y'all, I can't
All right,
handle
you guys,
what's
have a great
going
night.
on.
Thanks for stopping in. This will be the last episode of Follow Pilion because I can't with that.
Y'all, I can't do this.
I need to change that to one DM harassed so far. Yes, welcome back to Thembos and Dragons, because that's what I'm going to claim that this as right now, because we're a bunch of those, and there's dragons.
I mean, honestly, yeah, that's exactly what's happening.
Also, I just remembered the fact that Tyler showed up for 1 second, found some footprints, and I forgot he existed again.
Yeah.
So
Listen,
Tyler got
Elvis
left
Fred
behind.
Poof.
He got. Please stop eating my couscous.
He's busy being the Ever Given in the Suez Canal or whatever.
No, listen, that tabaxi blocked him like the Ever Given.
He was
Just, you can't leave.
protect the daughter, or to check on the daughter.
All right, listen.
Kids, I don't know.
He's gotta look after the little Missy.
He's gotta look at the little hound dogs at home. So,
I thought it was free for a moment.
Hey, Mama.
It's not even bad. I just can't stop laughing.
You thought that you were gonna be free from the Elvis impersonation.
You're never gonna be free of Elvis, baby.
Fun
fact of Blaze before we jump into it. So when I did marching band, surprise, I'm a nerd. I was in marching band. We used to do skits, and so one time we did a mashup song of Barbie Girl meets the We Are Men song from Mulan, and it is with going to the chapel. And my part in the skit was I was the Elvis impersonator marrying Barbies and Kens in the chapel. So I got to wear a foam Elvis hairdo, and I did this for 5 minutes. Anyways,
what's happening?
We lost the viewers.
Yeah. Well, viewer who lost it, you missed a great story, so joke's on you. Alright, so you guys, after searching a seemingly abandoned farmhouse, you have now, Carly, just don't, it's really best if you don't question my childhood.
Oh, thank you, Stromwaven, for your subscription, by the way.
Sham, you're the best. So you guys have opened up the root cellars where we left off. So as you open up the doors, Zalia goes bloop, 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 sends the 4 globs of light, because I can't say globules right now, down into it. So as you see right away, you see there are steps going down, and on the kind of stone floor, you do see there's some piled up casks of you don't know what's in it, but there's some piled casks and boxes kind of around the wall with the stairs going down in between them.
It's just some piles of Amontillado. It's fine, guys.
You are, in fact, it is just a cast of Amontillado.
The lights are in there?
Yeah, can we see now? Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of an awkward, angle. You have to go down into it if you can really see the rest of the floor.
Okay.
Harmonia, you seem a bit sturdy. Did you want to go first?
Who did you say?
Harmonia.
Okay.
Listen. Strong. But horror movies make me scream like a bitch.
Luke is already climbing down the ladder.
You really shouldn't. You're our doctor!
You're the weak one.
I'm not.
Okay.
Whispers, my AC is higher than yours. I'm not that
Shut
weak.
So, going down the...
Also, whoever goes down first is usually not the person to get jump scared. It's the one who's usually the most scared.
I'll start heading down.
Okay, so far we have Luke, we have Reyes. Who's going after Reyes?
Zalia, you go first.
Zalia kind of looks at you, the big, raging cow barbarian, and Zalia will kind of shake her head, and she will also go down.
Don't you judge me! I'll go down last.
You're being judged!
Don't forget to close the doors!
Shut up, Wet Willy!
Are you... are you leaving the door open? You leaving the door closed? What?
You should probably leave it open.
Yeah, I'm leaving it open.
Okay.
Fine.
Okay, so you have left it open. As you go down, you see it is exactly what it sounds like. I'm sorry, I said stone floor. It's actually a wooden floor.
Oh.
You kind of see a wooden floor.
How dare you?
I lied to you.
I know,
Please forgive
impossible.
me.
Can I, before...
Detective Diaz, I am your superior officer.
I am your superior. Yes.
Boom!
Bone!
Okay, before combat starts and before we start investigating, I just want to pat Harmonia.
Combat is starting.
All of my brain in this spooky, scary cellar. I want to pat Harmonia on the shoulder and go, I know that it's scary, and this is a world where magic is real, so you could protect it. Yeah, I know, but I'm also casting Warding Bond, because I need to touch you to do it.
Okay. I don't know what that does.
You get a +1 to your AC.
Oh.
Okay.
As long as you're in 60 feet of me, you get a +1 to your AC and saving throws, and you get resistance to all damage.
Hello?
And whenever you take damage, I take damage, so you can go on the front lines, and I'll just be the... So, I'll take your damage and heal myself. No, I can heal myself instead of having to be near it. That's really the planning.
That's actually a good idea. Okay. So, yes, you,
we're the two ranged people.
Go down, you see there are 3 rows of shelves.
Why is there a BBG between us?
Yeah,
that is Zalia.
That's Zalia.
Okay.
Because Zalia is in fact the BBG of the campaign.
DM asks, why do you think there's combat? Switches the map to another one? I don't know. I mean, why would I think there's combat when there's a map for it?
About?
I'm
a visual person. I wanted to show you guys a visual of it. So you see 3 shelves. The shelves seem to be full of all sorts of there's some jars of things that look like they've been pickled.
This doesn't look suspicious.
There seems like a mat
normal.
Behind some boxes. It maybe looks like it'd be like a traveling gear is also stored in here. Like I said, next to the stairs, you see a bunch of casks. One does have its lid kind of off, and you see some grain in there. And other boxes, there is a table to the side that has different tools on it for canning and all sorts of stuff. What would you guys like to do?
Where are the globules of light?
The globs. There's one that got sent there, one kind of by you guys, and the other one's kind of over here.
All right.
Actually, I'd say one's over there, one's kind of in the middle.
Should we stick together, or do we want to?
I figured that one, and I point to Harmonia, was gonna punch since she seems up close. I'm not getting anywhere near danger.
Oh, great.
Do you see danger?
No, but we're in a basement, and this feels like the beginning of a horror movie.
This feels like a horror movie.
Yeah, the music did change suddenly.
Why is there health here
There's
on
music?
the floor? There's ammo! It's a save point!
Why did somebody just save? With your passive, Reyes...
Of 17.
Of 17, you do hear... it sounds almost like a, I'm trying to think of the best way to describe this. Like the wet sound of air passing through.
What?
Is someone wheezing?
Wheezing isn't the right word I would use for it, but it is definitely like a wet breathing sound.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Like a wet breathing sound.
Rasping. Yeah, no, wheezing is the wet one. Rasping is the dry one.
I guess wheezing. Yeah, it just doesn't have the flavor I like.
But it's Carl Wheezer.
Carl Wheezer. You hear Carl Wheezer.
Jimmy.
You hear it from
What are you gonna do with that croissant?
Both corners. You feel like you hear. I mean, it sounds kind of like it's all around you almost.
If it looks like Luke was even slightly moving, I was going to pull them back and be like, "There's noises coming from the corners."
Yeah, I was going to immediately move to look around and go, "Oh, that's see, that's I don't like that at all." can I try and see something in the corners?
Yeah, go ahead and make a perception check.
I'm so good at that. Let me roll above a 10 once, please. That's an 8.
Put that dice in rehab. Give it a new life.
Yeah.
Give it a new purpose.
No more ocean-themed dice for tonight. I know it makes
Aw.
sense, but no.
Damn.
I know, right? I got my seafoam green and blue dice.
Like Hoover Dam. Like Hoover Dam.
So what did you end up?
Like the evergreen?
What'd you roll?
An 8 total.
I can't forgive it.
There's a lot of jars.
Yeah, I'm noticing there's some jars. There's some
Move up
casks.
a couple steps over here
Yeah, this helps
and
me
start
in a way.
to this table. Do I see anything at this table?
Just gonna move.
You see some tools, some like
Is
canning
there
tools.
any medical supplies?
No
I
medical
have-
supplies. It feels like
Okay. No, I was just checking for ammo.
Harmonia.
Medical supplies.
Hello.
Hello. You actually feel a sharp pain kind of on your ankle, and when you look back, you see this long arm with like a hand grabbing, and the hand seems to almost have like teeth in the palm, and it has grabbed onto, and you feel like pain shooting up. I actually need you to make a Constitution saving throw. 13 or better.
Oh, that doesn't sound good.
Whoa. What saving throw?
Constitution.
Well, that's a 14.
That's good. Okay, so you feel this like pulse in your leg. As you look down, you see the same green viscous fluid that you guys have been finding, like dripping off of the wound.
Gross.
It stings for a moment, but you kind of like shrug it off. And as you look deeper, you see this humanoid creature. One arm is longer than any human should have, and its fingers are bulbous, and there's like a mouth on the palm of the hand with these like gnarled
Slenderman.
teeth. The other side, the hand seems almost shriveled. Almost, I'm going to say it, and it's going to be a joke. Looks like a T-Rex's arm almost. Like it's shriveled and like very close to the body. The entire body, there's no hair, and there's just like these welts of ooze that just are dripping down. The legs, one is super skinny and like bare boned. The other is bulbous and has like giant blisters and bulbous. And its face is just this like gnarled snarl, and it's like and I'm gonna have everyone go ahead and roll initiative for me.
Yeah.
No. I don't want to be here.
I'm really happy you're the one who stayed on the stairs.
Oh, fun. Thank you.
And also,
21.
I rolled really poorly, and I rolled 14. And your AC was 13. All right, Harmonia.
Oh wait, I had the +1 to the AC because of.
+1 to AC saving throws.
Oh, so that would have been a 15.
Nah, too bad. Too late.
Okay.
You didn't take any damage from it, but you definitely felt it.
Yeah.
And resistance to all damage. Also, I rolled a nat 20 with my new dice. Should have been using that one.
Okay, you rolled a nat 20, Luke, which puts you at
22, sorry.
22, no problem. Reyes?
15.
Awesome. Zalia got a 16. It got... Okay.
It got okay?
It got okay.
It's okay now?
Okay.
Okay, so first up is going to be Luke. So, you kind of felt a pain in your shin. You didn't take any damage. Because the bite didn't quite sink all the way through, which helps that you didn't get poisoned, so that kind of worked out on its own. But you did feel sharp, so you'd assume your bond was activated. Yes, here, I meant to highlight the dude.
Boop, was muted. Whoops.
I could hear you.
No, I was muted
I
on
can hear
stream. I was muted on stream.
Oh.
Oh.
Forgot to unmute myself.
Nice. Also, God, I'm getting warm from this emo act.
Yeah.
How do they do it?
There you go.
I don't know how emos do it.
Who knows?
See, I mean, I'm gonna look at Harmonia, and then see that like 20-foot long arm that's just wrong.
I mean, it's probably like 4 feet long of
Too
like
long.
just this. Too long.
Too long.
Can I see the arm itself?
Yeah, you can see the arm. You see like some gnashing teeth that like try to pierce her leg, but
I don't know if y'all know the meme, but long man.
Yeah.
I am going to freak out and go, what? No, why?
Okay.
And cast Guiding Bolt.
Okay. Go ahead.
I have to roll to hit, so.
Yes, you do.
Do I don't hit.
What'd you roll?
Would you believe in nat 1 after my nat 20?
Okay, yeah, you definitely don't hit.
It's a 6 in total. Does a 6 hit?
Nope.
Sure
So you cast a guiding bolt, but at the last moment, like Harmonia kind of jerks, and as Harmonia kind of jerks and where you're shooting, you move your hand off to the side, and the guiding bolt hits the kind of rock, the stone wall behind it.
Oh, that's good. The next person to hit the rock gets advantage.
There's a hand with teeth.
Would you like to do anything else?
I mean, that is my action.
Okay.
I can't bonus action, I don't think. I don't have any.
Do you want to move or anything?
Oh, that's right. That's not an action to move.
It is not.
I gotta stay within healing range of everybody. So what, 30, 15. About what? 5, 10, 15. Stay there, so I'm at least within range to heal people.
Okay. Awesome.
And that is my turn, yeah, because I can't do anything else.
Okay. So after that will be Harmonia.
You know what I need to do, baby.
You would like to rage, I'm assuming?
You know this bitch gon' rage.
So you, after having missed being hit by this horrific hand, you look down at it, and the audacity, the Lion, the Witch, and the audacity of this bitch.
The fucking nerve of this.
Exactly.
You know.
And you are raging. Confidently.
Porno looking ass. Little B-rate porn movie looking ass motherfucker.
Okay.
Looks like some shitty fan art online. I ain't having this. And I'm gonna take that great axe and I'm just gonna swing it down.
Alright, go ahead and roll for a hit for me.
B.
Yeah.
Movie?
Yeah.
B-rate porno movie.
Is this like a vor hand?
Yeah.
You know,
probably.
I don't...
Sure. Some weird shit.
Did we just get thirsty? I don't understand.
We can't do this on the... We can't do this. We can't do this.
Alright, so what is your...
That is going to be a 19 to hit.
19 hits.
Hell yeah, baby. Alright. Oh, I missed being able to use D12s. Oh, fuck yes. That is beautiful. That is going to be... Because that also gives me +2 to strength weapons. 16 damage.
16 damage. Alright. Okay.
Like, no.
So you bring that great axe down. Are you aiming for the arm?
Yeah.
What are you aiming for? Okay.
I'm just aiming to cut off that arm.
So where you usually keep your great axe here, you grab it with one arm, you bring it around this like big flourish and goof. And you definitely like you like go through. You don't cut off the whole arm, but you definitely like cut off you go into it deep. And you hear the as like this like green ooze just like pours out of this like deep cut. I mean, you like cut halfway through its arm, and the teeth on the other hand are like gnashing and foaming at the mouth. Yes, I like sound effects. Awesome. That was a nice hit. Yeah. Anything else you want to do? Do you want to move? Anything else?
No, I'm just gonna stay right in this thing's range.
Okay, so I'm pulling up my calculator. Okay, awesome. So up after that we have Zalia. So Zolia here.
Can't believe a 15 is basically going last.
Yeah, sorry. I rolled one better than you. Zalia is going to turn and she is actually going to also cast a guiding bolt. Oh, not bad. She rolled a 17 plus her stuff, so that hits. Oh shit. Guiding bolt is what? Sorry, I had to pull up. I wasn't expecting Zalia to show up here, so
We took her with.
you took her with. Hey,
It's 46. I
Thank
realized I was
you.
muted. 46 radiant. Unless she's doing it second level, in which it's 5.
Mm.
It's just 1d6 per every level up. An advantage on the next
Jesus
attack.
Christ.
Attack roll.
So that is 18 points of damage.
Oh.
Yeah, I rolled 4, 4, 4, 6.
Ouch.
Oh.
I know.
Guiding bolt slaps you. It goes.
Dude, guiding bolt is legit. So yeah, you see Zalia and she kind of turns and you see this like green force that almost looks like vines that kind of like swirl and grow around her arm and shoots out and like a very vibrant bright green color, and it hits this mouth and you hear, I mean, this creature just like roars in pain. And it kind of like, you know, almost seems to like jolt back like it's been burned and scorched, but you do see like glowing around it is this like green aura, so the next attack on it does have advantage, which means up next Zalia is going to move back just a touch. That is on stream, not on Roll20. I just try to move myself on stream. That won't work, kids. Zalia is going to take a step back. Up next will be Reyes.
Oh.
I was going to make you think it is someone else.
Harmonia, you know your way around a pole. And I will then attack with
I apologize.
the bow. No, I'm gonna hex first, then attack.
Okay, awesome. It is hexed.
Natural 20.
Okay, you know, honestly, I'm not gonna have you rolling damage because it has 3 hit points left.
Yep.
Did you just shot it?
Yeah, I shot it.
Okay, yeah. So as
I wasted a hex.
You did just waste a hex. Sorry, buddy. So as it's kind of writhing around, you've gotten pretty good with your you have a crossbow, correct?
Uh-oh, I unplugged myself. Whoops.
So you've gotten very good with your weapon of choice, crossbow or longbow.
It was a bow. Sorry, I had unplugged myself.
No worries. So I've gotten really good. So as it's waving around, there's like a moment where it's like going past, and that's when you release your arrow, and the arrow seems to like go in as the mouth is open through the teeth, and just like you see it like moving through the arm, and it seems almost like just tear through this thing. And like the arm that was waving a moment ago just like falls limp onto the stair because I never got a chance to move it out.
Do I detect anything else?
Make a perception check.
19. 12 plus 7.
You still hear the wet breathing sound, kind of
Can I
all
detect
around you.
where it is?
You kind of hear with that, you hear it in like the 2 corners behind you guys that you guys have not been facing.
Okay, so I still have movement.
Okay. Yes, you do. And you hear one maybe kind of in the middle.
15. Do I see anything down this way now that I'm in?
You do see. You see a cat. No. Yes, you do see another one of these
Cool.
creatures.
I moved my hex.
Okay.
That's what I was looking for.
All right. Yeah, you move your.
I needed to see something so I could move my hex.
Okay. You rolled really well, so that is doable. Let me. Okay, don't know why you're not letting me. Hey, computer, we gonna fight? Oh, that's why I can't do anything. I'm the wrong way.
Got more friends down this way. That's my turn.
I said, do you want to fight me? Do you want to catch these hands?
Yeah. So yes, you see another thing. It is up next, though. Nope, not what I want. I'm trying to mark this out. Okay, there's just going to be the red dot on the guy that's dead. So yes, so that thing is going to... The one that you're looking at is going to move. I can't quite get to you in this turn.
Is it gonna dash?
No, because I want to do stuff. But you are in... Yeah, he is going. I am going to do one thing. So you have to make a wisdom saving throw for me.
Oh, good. So the stat that I'm actually good at.
Well, don't save that.
Oh, but it doesn't get my thing. Yeah, all right. It's only 15.
Okay, that succeeds. So as you stare at this thing, I mean, it is a horrifying creature. And for a moment, you don't want to be near it, but you kind of like close your eyes and take a deep breath, and you just like power
I still
through.
don't want to be near it.
But it's less of a I'm fucking scared of this, and more of like, okay, let's kick some ass. So that's what happens. So that one's moving forward, and then you guys see another creepy crawly, because you guys don't know what this is yet. Come running around this corner. This one will dash to the end of that. So you see another one come around. And last but not least, you see another one that kind of came around the corner. So that's what these guys are. Well, I need Luke and Zalia to also make a wisdom saving throw for me. There we go. Oh, I'm Zalia.
I'm Zalia.
I just rolled a natural 20. Okay, Zalia's good.
Thank you for being here, Zalia, and carrying the party. You said wisdom?
Wisdom.
19.
Okay, yeah, nope, you also pass. So same thing. I mean, for a moment, you're like looking as this thing gets closer to you, and it is like you have never seen anything like this ever before. And you want to run. You want to run, but you look around at your friends and you know that like you
I
can't.
picture Luke saying, "I'm not scared of you. I have student loans."
I went to college.
I'm not scared. I've got the power of God and anime on my side. You think you can scare me more than capitalism?
Do you think you can scare me more than Sally Mae? Let's go.
Uncle Sam's gonna shoot me.
Exactly. So you guys end up being all right. This third one will actually, I'm going to have one dash it. And then we'll be back up to Luke. It is your turn.
Not a fan of any of what's happening. I'll be very honest.
Not surprised by that.
I kind of hate all of this.
Yeah.
So what I'm gonna do is cry a little deeply on the inside.
Good. Mm-hmm.
And then I'm gonna just turn to one and go, no! To cast Guiding Bolt.
Okay, is the one right in front of you, is that the one you're going for?
Or
the one down farther?
This one.
Okay, go for it.
Oh, actually, no, I should probably hit the one closer to me, since that's more likely to get hit again. Yeah, I'll do the one closest to me.
Okay.
And that, ooh, spicy. That is I rolled a 19. 24 in total to hit.
That definitely hits.
It's 4
Sorry, I had to move that one just so I could kill it.
Why don't I open my calculator? Why am I doing math in my head?
Like a nerd.
10, 16, 19 radiant damage.
Ouch.
Roll the 5, 5, 6, 3.
Ouch, you guys are just gonna slaughter all these mofos.
Slap.
Y'all slap. Okay.
And that's my turn because I can't bonus action.
Okay, so up next is Harmonia. So you got one that kind of is coming up for Zalia and Luke, you have one that Reyes is looking at, and there's another one down a little farther.
I have an important question.
I might have an important answer.
How much does it take to change weapons? Is it like an action or a bonus action?
It's one that you have on you, correct?
Yeah.
I'd make that a bonus action.
Okay. So then first thing I'm going to do is 5, 10, 15, 20.
Mhm.
And then I'm just going to bonus action take out my javelin and throw it at this bitch.
Rock and roll, yeah.
This mid bitch here.
This mid bitch sounds good.
With
Let's do it.
advantage.
Yes, you do have advantage on that mid bitch.
Also, the mid bitch in the front is like slightly damp.
So that's a 19.
Okay. 19 definitely hits.
Hell yeah, boys.
Yeah, these guys, you know, they're not wearing armor.
9.
9. Awesome. So yeah, you take that javelin. So you kind of like move your axe down. You grab that javelin that you've had kind of attached to like your pack, and you like smooth sail and throw it, and it like embeds itself into the shoulder of this creature. And like green ooze starts like leaking down from the javelin wound. So now it just has like this javelin sticking out of it.
I would make a smart remark, but I cannot concentrate enough to do so.
Rock and roll.
And that's it for me.
All right. Up next is going to be Zalia. So Zalia, who is a character with which I have power over, she is going to. So I'm deciding between 2 spells on which I want to do.
You didn't think of your turn beforehand, DM?
I know. I am so sorry. I'm juggling 52,000 things. And I wasn't expecting a friggin'... Oh, I can't see my shit. That's the one thing about having split screens. I have like 4 different friggin' stuff up, and I cannot see my spells list. This is great. There it is. I think I'm going to... she is going to kind of like raise her hand, and you see this like... the same green energy kind of like flowing through her, and out comes out this like, it looks like a giant Venus flytrap that she kind of puts right next to the guy you guys have been kind of fighting. So this little green circle is a Venus flytrap now. And she will take a swipe with her spiritual weapon. That's not gonna hit. That's an only 11. So the Venus flytrap kind of like snaps, and the Rudderkin kind of like moves out of the way, and this like ethereal flytrap misses. And she is going to not do anything else. So that's her turn. All right. So up next is Roos. So you got one coming towards you here.
I'll take a shot at the one that is moving towards me.
Rock and roll.
That is not going to miss my shot. 20.
That definitely hits.
Not that.
That's okay. That definitely hits.
So first I'm going to roll the necrotic damage, which I don't know if it will do anything.
Okay.
6.
Okay.
Do I notice if the necrotic damage seems to do anything?
Yeah, no, you do. You see, like, as your bolt hits this, like, the dark, what color would you like your necrotic damage to be?
It's always pink.
Pink, perfect. This pink energy that kind of always, like, surrounds it, like, goes into the wound where arrow shot. And you, like, shot it in the chest. And it, like...
7 piercing.
Seems to... Okay, so it seems like crackle across the skin like lightning. So it definitely did. You said 7 piercing?
Mm-hmm. 7 piercing, 6 necrotic.
Awesome.
Any chance that I have a sneak attack on that? I assume no.
No, it is not
Fair.
Preoccupied, and you are not hiding.
Then I will... Oh, I remember what I was supposed to do. I remember how I min-maxed. I mean, what?
I expect nothing less.
My bonus action is to make an insight check against the creature because I did this wrong.
Okay.
It has to roll a deception check against me, which it has disadvantage on because of my hex.
No. It's like an 11.
I rolled a 17. So now I have advantage, which I don't get because I forgot to do this earlier.
Sounds good.
And for my move, all future attacks against it are always sneak attacks. 5, 10, 15, 20 hiding behind Harmonia.
Okay. Just so from that, as you move away from, like, you do not have a clear line of sight from it now. It's going to use, okay. Want to make sure.
And I'm going to say, you work that pole.
Okay, so now it's their turns. These Radicans, they're kind of like these, like, you know, each step is like, it steps with this big bulbous leg and then drags the little T-Rex foot behind it. So one gets right up in front of Harmonia, and it is going to, take a bite at you.
Come on, BB.
I like how I managed to avoid that. This is Sunflower all over again, right? Grayson.
God.
That's a whole whopping natural one there. So it goes like the arm mouth goes to like swings around to bite you, and you kind of take your axe and knock it away. Because how dare it trying to get near you?
Bitch.
Like, gross.
I'm not able to come up with any words during my rage, but whenever that happens, I just go, bitch.
No, that actually makes sense.
That's the only word you know is bitch.
Bitch.
This one, since Luke is the one that kind of got it, is going to head to Luke and try and take a bite out of you.
Could you not?
Consider.
Seriously,
Yep.
I swear.
Don't touch me.
I swear upon everything that a DM stands upon. This happens I get great rolls doing shit, like 4 natural 20s this session. I rolled a 3. 3 plus 4 is not going to hit that, so...
Oh, it totally
it's
hit.
fine.
Squishy.
Don't
Squishy.
touch me. Don't touch me.
This is fine. It's
I'm
fine.
imagining they try and hit me, and like their hand almost comes in before my chest turns to actual water, and I'm just like, what the fuck?
Yeah, sure, yeah.
No,
So,
they
like,
just slip on the way over to you.
the hand, like, kind of goes around, and, like, you literally just, like, it feels almost like your body kind of turns to, like, water, and just kind of, woo, away. So this third one is going to, get up over here as well. So now I'm going to need all of you to once again make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, boy.
Stop it.
DC is going to be a little harder because there's all 3 right within 30 feet of you.
Rage doesn't do anything bad to...
But you do
Can
have a
you
plus
even be
1.
afraid when you're raging? I thought you get, like, special...
That's only when you get farther, and I think it's only Berserkers. They're totem.
Okay.
Berserkers, when you hit, like, level, like, 6 or 7, you get...
Well, regardless, that wouldn't matter. That's a nat 20.
Okay. Yeah,
Total
you're
23.
fine.
I think you did the plus 1, by the way.
Plus 4. So.
Yeah, that was
plus
including...
4, you're good.
That was including the 1 from you.
No, for me, I rolled in total a 13.
Oh.
Okay, so Luke, I mean, you got 1 on each side of you, and you're really kind of starting to panic. So you are frightened for the next minute. Oh no. And you are so frightened since there's 3 in a row that you are actually restrained.
Like grappled?
You are so scared you cannot move.
I don't want to be here.
So this is the start of your next turn. If you do attack, you're going to have disadvantage, but you can repeat your saving throw at the end of it.
Okay. I mean, I can't move.
You cannot move. You can attack one of them, but you will have disadvantage.
Hey, quick question. Do these look like zombies?
They do. If they look like like Resident Evil zombies.
I don't like this. I don't
Like
this.
not just regular ones. If they are zombies, they look like ones that have the T virus like flowing through them.
Oh, I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't
Oh.
like it. And just as I'm whispering, I don't like it, and like
Yeah,
the
like
panic
you are
attack
having-
is building.
Like you are looking at these, you suddenly have a like just a flash of like watching the Resident Evil movie as a kid, and like just being terrified of them and not being able to sleep for like the next week.
I like how you're describing both yours and my childhood.
I love Resident Evil movies. Actually, zombies are one of the few scary movies I can
That
handle.
movie didn't scare you at all? Oh, all right, whatever.
Not at all. No.
I guess you're just the big sibling.
I am.
I'm as I'm just freaking out and like, oh god, and there's zombies and they're on both sides of me and they're so close. I'm just freaking out.
So close. See, there's just like greenish yellow pus raining from it. Like it is a horrifying sight.
My panic attack triggers my channel divinity.
Okay.
And turn undead. Get out of here.
Okay.
Hell
yeah.
If I remember, turn undead.
It is very much me going. Please don't get near me.
Just get away.
I don't like it when people are close. As an action, I present my holy symbol, which is my panic attack, I guess. And each undead that can see and hear me within 30 feet has to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
And if it fails, they're turned for 1 minute, or until it takes any damage. So they must spend their actions trying to get away from me. I'm trying to get away from them. They need to get away from me. Let's just go social distancing. Let's leave.
What's the DC?
It's a DC 13.
Okay. 1 succeeds, 1 fails. So 2 succeed and 1 fail. So this one behind you fails. The other 2 succeed. So it has to move away from you, correct?
Yeah, it has to use its
next
action.
turn.
Yeah, it has to use its entire action to get away from me.
Okay.
Until it gets injured. And it can't take reactions. That's also important.
Okay.
For its actions, it can only use dash. It can't attack. It can't do anything but leave.
Okay. So that one failed. The other 2 did not. Anything else you want to do?
I mean, that's my action. I could bonus. Who looks injured? Who took damage?
I don't think anyone's taking any damage because I keep fucking missing.
Nice.
Some bullshit.
Yeah, I mean, if that's my action and I can't do any bonus actions, then
you can go ahead and make a saving throw for me again. See if you can get out of this terror.
Out of this panic.
See if you can break this panic.
I messed up. I mean, it was still a nat 1, so it doesn't matter. But I have a +5, not a +3 to my wisdom.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it. 17 + 5 is 22.
That does it. So, I mean, after, like, you seeing that you scared off, because as you kind of, like, you turn around, you're looking at these things, you see one that, like, for a moment, as it looks at you, it looks scared of you. And you kind of take that, and you, like, yeah, these things are scared of me.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Just gonna run with the... that was... Yay. Okay.
You remember kind of like what your mom would tell you after watching Resident Evil, being like,
Oh my god.
I don't know, zombies are more scared of you than you are of
Oh
them.
my god.
Thank you, Ma.
You're a doctor, you'll be able to solve the disease problem. You have nothing to be scared about.
That's exactly what I was told. It was like, hey, you don't need to worry about zombies. You'll solve it. You'll
solve it. You're gonna be a great doctor there, Bobby. I mean, Luke.
Bobby.
Wait, whose memory is this?
I know, I'm like, am I?
Cool. So that one is now scared. So after that's gonna be
We're
hard.
both frightened.
Yeah. You're both frightened of each
You
other.
looked at each other and went, ah!
Ah!
Alright. Now that the javelin has served its purpose, I'm going straight back to that great axe with both hands.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Work it.
Just wha-bam on the one in front of me.
Alright, good. Hold that attack.
Wha-bam. That is going to be... I always forget what my modifier is. My brain just shut off. That's an 18.
18 will hit.
And that's gonna be... Ooh. That is... plus the thing, 13.
All right. So you bring that axe down.
Oh wait, 15. I forgot my +2 in a rage.
Oh, nope, not 150. Okay. So you bring your axe down and you bring it like right kind of where the neck meets the shoulder. And I mean you sink it and you feel it like crunch through where the clavicle would be. And then you kind of like pull it out like the whip like as you like pull it out again. I mean, it's just like blood and like the green gore is just running down its body. It's like, it's looking rough. Anything else you want to do?
That's all I can do.
Okay, Zualia here. She's going to move her Venus flytrap, seeing that one hurt for her bonus action. She's, hey, green blob, please move. She's going to move the Venus flytrap over. Okay, apparently not. Okay, you know what? Fine. Between these two, and is going to attack the one that you just hit. See if it can hit. Oh my god, I just rolled another 3.
Oh my god.
I am very upset and sad. So the Venus flytrap, once again, the ethereal who's a gigger does not seem to work. So she kind of like, damn it. So then she turns and looks at the other one that she has attack, and she will try and cast the cantrip Sacred Flame, which is a dex save, which, why do I do this to myself? So that has to make a dex save. I rolled another 3 on a different set of dice. So it fails that.
Oh my god.
I'm just going to go home, guys.
Our home.
I am home. So that is going to be 1 point of damage. This is going great. This is
Cool.
This is great. I'm having so much fun. All right, so that is Zalia's turn. Up next is going to be Reyes. Reyes, you got one that's right in front of your friend Harmonia that she's been going to town on. You have two that
I
are.
will move this step over.
Yep.
And I will
That
shoot
you
at the
kind
one
of-
I have.
Led to me.
Yeah, definitely light to you.
17.
17 definitely hits.
So 10 on the 10 piercing, and oh my god, 6 necrotic.
Okay, so you shoot the arrow. You shoot the arrow and it like goes in through the eye, and it like this creature roars in pain, and then you see the pink necrotic just like shoot through like the veins, and it just like for a moment like kind of takes a step forward towards Harmonia, and then the big bulbous leg gives out and it falls to the ground, with like ooze starting to spill on the floor. So that one is dead.
Then I'll move my hex to another one.
Okay, who do you want to move to? That one? Okay. Unhexed. You're hexed. Okay, anything else you want to do?
A couple steps back. Protect me, Squire. My turn.
I was sure to do that because I can like change my lights and I forget to.
The one word that I can say in my rage. Bitch.
Bitch. Okay. So the Rider kids are up next. So this one that failed the wisdom saving throw is going to start running for the door. 15.
This is why I said close the door.
50. So it is like right at the door's edge. This one is going to try and hit you, Luke. I changed dice. Hopefully this one is happier. Yep. That is going to be a 23 to hit. That's I know that hits. You can't rely on me.
My AC is a 1,000.
Oh, right. Yeah, I'm sorry. I forgot we fixed your character from last time.
Oh
So
yes.
that's
My bloops, my beeps and boops.
so that is going to be 10 points of damage. 10 points of piercing damage. So as you're like, not Watson, I swear upon
Great skull.
Grayskull itself. So the kind of the mouth palm kind of like swings around and grabs onto your forearm. You're actually going to need to make a Constitution saving throw for me.
Please don't touch me. I don't
And you just
like it.
feel these teeth like sink into the flesh of your arm.
I really don't like this.
Then a tabaxi walks by, says hi, walks away again.
19.
19 health. So like you feel the like pulse, which you've had felt before when Harmonia almost got bit.
Mm-hmm.
But this time like you feel it and it like seems to pulse out. But the like liquid nature of your skin seems to wash away the poison that's like running off of the teeth. So you are not poisoned, but you do take I told you 10 points of damage.
Yeah. Is it piercing?
Piercing.
Okay. That's
Yep.
so unsanitary. That's how diseases get spread.
During a pandemic.
Right.
Question: does our world have Rona in it? Where did it come from?
We have survived because everyone wore their fucking masks like they're supposed to.
Hey.
And weren't little bitches about it.
gone.
Looking at you, Florida.
Looking at you, the South.
Yeah. Actually, I'm looking at Texas. Yeah. Except for Austin. They're the only
Just
ones.
looking at America in general.
Yeah. No, we are like New Zealand. We followed the rules and have mostly gone back to the way it should be, because we're not little pissy bitches.
Little pissy bitch boys.
So
That's the real fantasy element.
yeah, that is the real fantasy
That's
element
the
right
real
there.
fantasy element. Yeah. All right. Here's the fantasy.
Yeah, that is what the fantasy is right there, guys. Sorry. Yeah, so that is its turn. So we're actually back to you, Luke.
That's so gross. But also, I can see that one leaving, and
Yes, it is at the doorway. You kind of like the way that it's angled is like you see like its ass and legs because it's like already kind of like half out the door.
that's probably bad, right? It shouldn't get out of there.
Oh god.
Oh, meow. The meowsers. Mowsers.
Knox, every time I'm trying to DM you do no, he tried to walk across my notebook, but my notebook is half hanging off of my desk, and he stepped on the half that is not on my desk and it fell. So he like half fell with it.
Oof.
He's not happy right now. Sorry, buddy.
I'm gonna cast Guiding Bolt on the one trying to leave.
Okay, go ahead and roll attack. I swear I'm a professional DM, guys. Please don't judge
I
me.
mean,
But
professional DMs can't account for cats.
no, we cannot.
I'm also
No,
casting
no,
this at a
no,
second
cat.
level.
Okay,
I want to really just end it here and now.
let's do it, man.
19 I rolled plus
That hits. That definitely
5. 19 plus 5, whatever that math.
Nope,
becomes.
that part misses. No, I'm sorry, that misses.
Yeah,
Okay,
the plus
24.
5 is-
Okay. I'll.
Yeah, the AC's 25.
All right, that's fine.
Yeah, that hits. Go ahead and roll me some damage. Oh, that's a spicy sound of dice.
Look at those 6s. 3 6s. 6.
Oh.
6 plus 4
I
plus
think flipping that.
24. To just slap it.
And slap it, you did.
Where are you going? Stay in quarantine.
Yeah, so your blue energy that kind of like wraps around you, like it almost seems like the water on your skin like moves down to your hand as you kind of like point, like gesture towards it. This like blue energy, almost like ocean water waves, like come off of you, and it hits it, and it like circles around this creature and then just crushes. So you still see kind of like a loop of like droplets of water that surround and wrap around it. That was a spicy meatball there.
A spicy meatball.
That really hurt it.
But does it kill it?
It does not kill it, but you hurt it.
Damn it.
We will soon fix that. Don't worry.
You heard it.
Don't you mean bitch?
Bitch.
Yeah.
I can't bonus
anything else?
action. I think, yeah, that was my action. I can't bonus action.
Okay.
That's it. That's all I got.
All right, Harmonia.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Oh,
Let's go. You ain't getting away.
I human shield.
Your shield ran away.
Oh,
you
you
get
sure
advantage.
as fucking getting away, because that is a 23 to hit.
That misses. I'm sorry.
Damn.
Yeah, definitely hits.
Alright. Quabam.
Oh, no, my
That
human
is max damage. Fuck yes.
Ooh.
That is
Kill
18.
it.
As you say, 18.
Mhm.
1-8.
Mhm.
Yeah, so you like see it running, and you see Luke, water jet it, like super soaker it.
Oh, you had advantage too.
You damage it. Do you want to roll just in case you get a nat?
Yeah, I'll go for
Wow.
I
I forgot to roll my sneak attack last attack. Wow. So good.
Yeah, okay, so I mean it's okay. You bring this axe down, and instead of going up because you're kind of on the stairway, you like kind of do an underswing. As you underswing, you just bisect it. So like the big like leg part
Bye.
takes a step out and kind of like falls forward, while the little leg kind of like ends up falling backwards and rolling down the stairs.
I just watch it roll, and then it just
It
Bitch.
flops down with a really wet sound.
bitch.
Green blood everywhere. Bitch. Okay, so that guy is also dead. I'm just gonna move this for a second.
Sounded like a wet willy.
I'm just gonna yell, please don't touch it. It's still infected.
Okay, so there's just
Bitch.
one left, and it's going to be Zalia's turn. Zalia's going to try one more time to hit it with the goddamn Venus flytrap, because I haven't been able to hit shit all night. God damn it. I did actually hit this one. So
Better not get your own. How do you want to do it?
I'm not going to. It's still got a fair amount of oomph to it.
No, just let the DM kill it and we can all just go home.
I just rolled another 1 for damage, and I'm so tired.
Burn your dice.
This is new dice. I literally changed dice. Okay, so that's just gonna be a whopping 3 points of damage there. So I mean, it's hurt. It's like wobbling. It's kind of starting to like freak. Like it's starting to like look for ways out. Reyes.
It has my hex on it, right?
Yes, it does.
Okay. So I will do bonus action.
Mhm.
It has to make a deception check at disadvantage. I wish I rolled this on the damage instead. It's a natural 20. It doesn't matter.
Oh, okay, yep. I rolled a 12.
I wish I rolled that on the attack. That is... Oh, math. 16.
Okay, yeah. So you
That's the hit. That's the...
Oh, that's a hit. Yeah, definitely hits.
Okay. So let's see. That's right. 1. That's bad sneak attack damage. 12. 12 piercing, 2 necrotic. Wow, so it was worse damage than the time I forgot my sneak attack.
12 piercing. Okay. And 2 necrotic. Okay, yeah. So you fire, and it like hits the chest again. Like you hit the chest of the last one they've already sunk, and this hit again. And as it like sinks in, you see that the necrotic seems almost spread and then pull the arrow in deeper, and this thing just like sputters and jolts forward and just kind of like looks at you with like this whole time these creatures have been pretty like blind rage, like attack, kill, murder, death, kill. This one, for just a moment, it like looks at you and it looks thankful in a way, if you can read its face, and then it just kind of like slumps to the ground, and like the last wet breath escapes it.
Oh.
I had 6 hit points left. So,
Alright.
Well,
good
I handled that
job.
quite well.
So I mean, there's a moment of quiet as you all kind of like stare at the bodies, of these creatures. And Zyle goes, well, that, I mean, there's 4 of them missing, so.
Oh, right. There was a number of them like that.
I was really hoping we could keep them alive, kind of.
She
you
kind of
hurt
moves.
Lucy?
Well, they attacked first, so
She looks at the one and she kind of like points out, like the bite marks that are on its neck. That kind of looks like the man you're trying to help. I don't know what could have done this. I don't know if I've ever seen something like this before.
Well, is it? Mm.
They're quite
You
horrible.
don't know what it is.
I'd have to consult the books back at the temple. There might be something written about it in some of the older books, but
Are you able to commune with your god?
I mean, I can. I'd rather not do it here.
That makes sense. And then I look at Luke while I'm saying that, and I go, they can do that.
But yes, I mean, we can go back to the temple. And I mean, I can commune there. Is everyone okay? Is everyone? Did anyone get hurt? They seemed
Not
rather
a
useless because the DM couldn't hit shit.
not a scratch on me. I'm doing just peachy.
None on myself as well, though.
I'm hurt, but I think I can fix that.
I mean, yes, you should be able to.
And I'm just gonna like put a hand over my heart and go, I think I can make this work and cast Cure Wounds on myself.
So then I walk over to you and do you know if you even have a heart?
Don't say that to me.
So as you like cast the spell, you kind of feel the energy that you've noticed you use when you cast spells. The like water that kind of wraps, like surrounds you, kind of like seems like go out like a wave over. Oh, that's a sound. I keep hearing that.
That's me. Oh, it's me.
Oh, I was like, what is happening?
Let me turn this off.
No, you're fine. So it kind of coalesces, and you feel the bite that's on your arm, like the wave kind of like surround that in a sense, and you feel better, and you can heal for whatever you would heal for.
So,
I rolled my dice, which is 10. I'm not using.
Oh, cool. I think that's what.
This.
What are the rules on looting?
I mean, technically, all of this would belong to. I mean, if this is senior, all of this would belong to his son. What are you exactly wanting to loot?
Nothing. I just
don't
in a video game.
Steal from
it
the
doesn't
dead.
Listen, you don't. Yeah, no.
Don't take from the dead after killing that man in his home.
In video games,
I mean,
it's fine.
is
In
Junior
real life,
amongst
it's kind
them?
of taboo.
No, he's in the capital.
I don't know. I mean, as far as I know, his son hasn't come back. Junior should still be in the capital trying to seek aid and.
Could still be there.
He could.
God
still
knows
be
it
there.
takes forever for politics to do jack shit.
These days, yes,
See,
it does.
That's one thing that's the same across every world.
Every world, it's the same.
Oh, it is the same as for yours. I guess that makes us feel better.
Do your politicians also lie and promise things that they say they're going to do and then completely forget about them after a month?
I mean, it's more like our politicians are trying to figure out if any of the other politicians killed our kings.
I guess that's part of it, a coup kind of.
That's actually pretty accurate as well.
Well, we did have a coup, so that one was kind of new, though.
When was that?
You weren't there for the January sort of.
Your world sounds very problematic,
to say the least.
I can't imagine what everyone want to live there.
I know, I heard something knock over and start buzzing.
I heard something vibrate. What?
Oh, a razor. That's not what I thought it was.
Are you
what I
trying to
thought.
like shave? Never mind. Nope.
Not
All
what I
right.
thought it was.
What would you guys like to do? We're gonna go ahead and start.
Back where, with Zalia.
Okay, yeah. So you guys can head back to where? Head back to the temple to.
Can I, before we leave, inspect these bodies?
Yeah. So as
Customary. Probably should be burned.
go ahead and make a perception check for me.
Would you perhaps say it's medicine?
Yeah, you can do a medicine check.
Yes. I'm better at one of those.
I'm guessing you're better at medicine.
Yeah, well, listen, given the whole doctorness,
Right.
Yeah.
You'd be better at medicine.
19. Yeah, I mean, that's why I was like, that makes sense.
Yeah, so as you inspect these, as you look at them, it seems almost as if the skin of these things are melting away almost. Is kind of the best thing I can. Shut up, Izzy. I hate you so much. I can't DM with you anymore. You have to like cover your.
I'm not laughing. I'm just laughing. The vibrating thing that is on.
Yeah, no. All I heard was vibrating sounds. Is like, oh, okay, all right. So the skin seemed to almost be melting away slowly. Like the bodies themselves are rapidly decomposing. As you are next to them, this whole time there's always kind of been a smell of. I mean, rotting flesh is probably the best way, like best term you can think of.
Mm-hmm.
But almost like something's molding over more than rotting. But now the smell is almost like a brimstone smell, like sulfury and brimstone. And yeah, you're just like watching these things, and there is the bite on one that does kind of match what you saw on the man in the house that disappeared this morning. Another one has a bite on the calf. The one that was bisected, you see one there's like a bite on the forearm. And the last one, you actually don't see a bite of any kind on the last one.
I don't see a bite anywhere.
Mm-mm.
On that body, I want to start like checking it. Does it have checking that one closer? Like if that one's still completely, they're all dead.
Yeah, all the bodies, as you kind of checked it seems as if like melting wax. Like they're just like the bodies are slowly like pooling away, and becoming
Same
like
way as
bonier.
the
What I'd
thing?
seen the other night.
I mean, it doesn't look quite as. I mean, looking at these, you can kind of assume that what you saw the other night was the bone, like the body shifting into what this is possibly. This almost seems as if it is like melting away. Like there's nothing no longer holding this form and what it was, and it's just like dying. The form is dying. Is the best way I can think I can put
the
it.
dead thing.
The dead thing is dying. It's like rapidly decomposing.
Oh, okay. Can I? Yeah, the one that has no bites anywhere. Can I try and I don't know, examine it further? I'm not sure what exactly I would be looking for because I don't know what this illness is.
Yeah. So examining it more. Where the other ones seem to have like their like mouth had like seemed like human teeth. Opening this other one, the teeth seem sharper almost, like still humanoid, but almost as like the entire mouth is made of canines almost. The fingernails seem to be like more claw-like than some of the other ones. What'd you roll for that medicine again? 19?
Yeah, I can roll again to like further examine this one.
Yeah. Do it one more time for me. See what you get. Just since you're looking to this one specifically.
Don't fail me now. You failed me now. No.
Oh no.
I rolled a 9.
Okay.
Plus 5. 14?
Okay, I mean, you don't know the physiology of these things very well. You can
Or
tell that
no, it's a 9.
I trust you. 14's fine. I mean, you can tell the physiology is different than the other 3.
My 6 and my 9 are next to each other, and I don't know what the dots.
Oh yeah, no, those are the worst.
That's why I was just like, which fucking number is this?
I think it's
Nah,
the
you're good.
bottom
I'll
right
just go with the
corner
9.
where the dot is.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
it's
Because
cool.
it's
I'm fine taking a 9.
punctuated.
Okay.
I mean, you can tell the physiology of these things are different. You do see kind of on the side of the neck, there are 3 black lines that almost seem like you would think they'd be a tattoo, but they don't seem like they're like raised on the skin. And you'd think it might be a brand, but like it's not, like seems like it's burned in. It's just almost like a marking of 3 black lines on the side of the neck.
Is it a tattoo?
You would think it would be a tattoo. We know, like, tattoos, for everyone who doesn't have a tattoo or does, I mean, though,
Your
tattoos,
skin raises a little bit, right?
it's not like super noticeable, but like you can feel a little bit, like there's a shift on where your tattoo is. There is a shift. I have tattoos on my wrists. That's why I'm feeling my wrists. You guys know I have tattoos on my wrists. So there's like a little bit of a defined bump. So it doesn't seem like it's raised up or anything. It doesn't seem like it's a scar. It doesn't seem like it's like pushed down like a brand might be.
And those are all at least things I would know and have seen before.
Exactly. It doesn't seem like any type of body mod like you might have seen. It literally just seems like 3 markings.
Yep. I definitely had someone come into the ER because they gave themselves a tattoo that got infected. And I was like,
yeah.
I gotta come. All right, hang on.
So you see that, but I mean, it's obvious even to you that like the physiology of these things, this thing is different than the other 3.
Yeah. Zalia, do you know by any chance who this was?
I mean, showing me where the bites are the other ones. I mean, that one, the 3 bites that kind of match up with the ones that the missing people. I mean, I don't know who this could be. I mean, there's no bites on it.
Would you say this looks anything like a werewolf? I don't know what they look
like.
like.
Oh gosh, no. I'm definitely not a werewolf of any kind.
When they're in human form?
I mean, when they're in human form, they could look like any of us. I mean, for as far as you know, one of you could be a werewolf, and you just don't know it yet. But no, I mean, they look just like people.
Foreshadowing.
Foreshadowing.
Can I turn into a water werewolf?
Was
How
there
does that work?
anyone who was there anyone who disappeared relatively?
I mean, the only one who seemed to disappear would be Typhid Senior. I mean, he left and came back, and I maybe saw him the day after, and he didn't look good, and I mean, I really haven't seen him since, and I mean, to really think of that's been about a month, but...
That's another important question. Why would they have all gathered here?
I don't know.
It seems quite odd.
Something would have had to bring them here, right? Or something would have had to lure them to this spot.
They were all in a room that was closed off.
I mean, if this one is the leader, it could be that they're drawn to this one.
That would make sense. Perhaps that's why this one is different, because these other ones you can identify, right?
I mean, yes, they are kind of matched where the injuries on the 3 missing villagers, and the 4th one would be Typhid Senior, but I mean, granted, he would not let us inspect him or check how he was. He just said he wasn't feeling well, so I don't know if I could even tell you where he was bit if he was.
Well, we should... Is there a way we can send a message to Junior?
Yes.
Phones
no, I have a spell I can do that, of course.
Or it's just magic can do anything, I guess.
They don't
I
have
don't
cell
know if
towers.
anything. But yes, I can send a message to Junior. It can't be a very long message, so if there's anything
Asking if
specific you
they're
want to
ill and
say. Okay,
asking them to return as soon as possible.
I can definitely do that. Excuse me for one moment. And she will go back up the stairs, and she's gone for a couple minutes. She comes
Can
back
you hear
down.
me? No. Can you hear me? No.
Yeah, hello?
Can you?
No, no,
My reception's really.
no.
What if I do this? You know the thing where you just stand on your toes,
Yeah.
like that'll solve
Exactly,
the problem.
turn your head. So she comes back a couple minutes later and goes, he said no, he's not feeling sick or anything, and he asked why he had to come back, but he said he's not feeling ill. Even if he should come back, it will take a bit of time.
Is he returning or?
I will send him another message, but I want to make sure that's what we actually want. You want him to come back?
Or should we go to him?
That is a question for you.
If this is typhoid senior, then that means the illness originated not here, but in she told me the market is where he went when he got sick.
Farn Foss.
Yeah, but not the capital, which is a different
Not
place.
the capital. Exactly.
Okay.
Then I suppose we go to the market, because if that's where it originated, then we need to find out who's behind this.
Alright.
Because there would have to be a who, unless it's this person, and I kick the one that's...
I mean, at this point, these things are very much like melted wax. I mean, they
Okay,
are like...
I don't kick it.
So then, should we tell him to return if we won't be here?
I mean, that's... I don't... I mean, it will take a little bit of time. If you do want it, it will take him a bit of time to travel. I don't know if you want to go and come back, or you could meet him there. But it'll be a bit of a long trek around if you plan on going to Farnfoss first.
So what do we...
Oh wait, we don't know. I was gonna ask a question about geography as if I knew this plan.
I mean,
so is
I
it,
just want to ask
general
is it on the way, Farnfoss? Is that on the way to the capital?
In some ways, yes. In some ways, no. The traditional way that we take, if you don't cross over land, is to, as I pull up my map with names on it.
Oh.
You could go and... Okay, computer, come on, you're killing me, buddy. Yeah, my computer is like, how dare you expect me to open up another window? You could take the 3 streams over. You can pretty much head down to Venzor, which is maybe a day and a half walk from here. We could also probably get you set up with the horses or something. Get down to Venzor, hop onto a barge, and take it down to Farnfoss, which then would kind of take you around the coast. Or if you go to Farnfoss, you can cross the bridge and head over. But either way, you're looking at probably about a week journey, week and a half, to know how fast you can travel. Yeah. I can draw you a map of some sort for you if you like. I have some back at the temple that weren't destroyed.
That might be helpful.
Of course.
Definitely.
I can definitely do that for you if you'd like.
Well, that seems like a best option, right?
Yeah,
probably.
So let's go ahead and let's get you back or get you over back to the temple, and we can get you set up.
All right.
Do you want to go as soon as possible, or would you like to go in the morning? I mean, it's maybe midday now, just so you are aware. You kind of solved some stuff pretty fast.
Nice.
Yeah, we should probably take the rest of the day to kind of
course,
settle down, and then we can leave tomorrow. What do you guys say?
That makes sense.
Yeah, we can set out tomorrow morning. I'm not sure how long it would take us. I don't know how long carriage rides are.
I mean, with a cart, which we can always see if Smith and Cop, if they have any, because they, they build wagons and they send it down. We can see if they're available to. Orzen and Zug might have a cart that they're sending down to market. To Vinzo to hop on the board to take to Farnfox, which is the fastest route. Or we can find another way, but it's about a day and a half ride, maybe a day with cart.
Oh, it's not so bad.
But day and a half walk, and with cart, it's about a day. And get you on the barge. The barge will probably take you about 3 days on barge, as long as the weather's good, and then cross over from there. If that's what you're wanting. So it's about, if you still have the cart, maybe another 2 days to get over to the capital. If not, about 3 or 4 days.
I think that should work. I think we might be able to get there then pretty quickly, but we should rest a bit before
Of course.
going out and maybe restore these things called spell slots that I've heard about.
They've heard rumors of?
Yes, and we need to figure out how much XP we earn from defeating these enemies.
Just a little bit.
I mean, after that, you guys will level up. I don't really like XP. I'm not an XP person. Sorry to break your heart. I'm more of a...
No, I'm just treating it like my character's going to always treat this like a video game.
Okay.
Did we get Jumanji'd?
You guys Jumanji'd.
We got Jumanji'd.
And that is actually where we will end tonight's session.
Gonna end the session on Jumanji.
Jumanji.
Jumanji?
So I hope you guys enjoyed this ridiculous game that I've somehow created.
I love it so much.
With my beautiful players.
I went through 4 different D20s.
Yeah, no, mine hated me when I tried to kill you guys. I'm a little upset. So thank you so much for joining us today, everyone. I very much appreciate the continued support of both the stories we tell in our channels and us in general. Please check out all of our artists. If we would be able to drop those into the chat one more time.
Let me grab it.
Sam, ACNH Escape, Carly, Shabs, and Makukuda, all phenomenal artists. Please check out their stuff. Thank you so much again to Awfully Queer Heroes. Please follow, subscribe. 32 times we're going to put all their stuff. Follow, subscribe. They put out some really cool, really fun stuff. I enjoy watching it when I can at work. Usually because it's when I'm at work. And then join us tomorrow for a rebroadcasting of the first episode of Aldrich Academy. Is that correct?
That's happening, right?
At our usual time.
Yep.
Yes.
We're not going to be here, so...
Yes, it is a rebroadcasting, so and I think it's just the audio. We have like a fun little...
We have a fun little freeze frame of our faces, and it's going to look awkward.
So if you missed the first episode, please tune into that. You can listen to it like it's a podcast. Mm-hmm. And then we will be back on this channel next Saturday, which is Saturday the 3rd.
No, we won't, remember?
I do remember because the next day is Sunday and Sunday's Easter, which is the 4th.
We won't be here on the 3rd.
Oh, we won't?
We're
not?
We're here on the 3rd.
I thought we were.
Were we? I don't know.
I think you guys are.
Anymore.
We'll discuss it off stream.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
We'll
tune into our socials to see if we're here or not.
Exactly.
I'm trying to convince him to maybe do a one-shot of Honey Heist because I really want to.
You know what? Skype told me no, so I guess it's time for us to.
Yep. All right.
Bye. So thank you so much, everyone. Have a wonderful night.
Skype said you said bye too many times.
Thank you so much.
Alrighty. Bye.
Bye.